Hey, buddies, Potato McWhiskey here, and welcome to Sins of a Solar Empire 2. We just did a sponsored video where I went up against 9 impossible AIs on a random 10-player map. Had a bit of fun with that, and I think I'm kind of interested in trying out some of the other factions. And I think I'm interested in playing the Twin Giants map. I'm going to play the TEC Primacy today, which is the xenophobic version of the TEC Enclave, the rebel faction, as it were. They do not have access to the garrison stuff, and they are not as defensive, but they do play more of a pirate-esque game. So I'm kind of interested in this. And the interesting thing about the TEC Primacy is that they get benefits for raiding planets. So I'm going to go ahead and start the game here. Oh, right. I need to set the AI to impossible. Now, I don't think I'm going to win against impossible AI, but I think it is an interesting thing to play against the hardest AI because we can learn a lot from the TEC Primacy by playing against the hardest AI. But I've been having a lot of fun playing around with Sins of a Solar Empire. There's sort of some interesting ideas rolling around inside this game's brain. So I'm going to pause the game the second that we get in here. We have 2 hyperlanes extending out of our capital. And I think I'm tempted here to go for a rushdown build where I go for the Mars of Dreadnought because the TEC Primacy has a very powerful ability here. I believe it's at their pillaged war chest. So every time we damage an enemy planet, we gain a credit. So it's kind of an interesting mechanic here. If we rush tier 2 military really quickly and use our Mars of Dreadnoughts to sort of damage enemy planets, we could do some really interesting stuff because the Mars of Dreadnought has the raised planet ability. So I'm going to recruit a Mars of Dreadnought and then as many Cobalt light frigates as I can to try to storm our way through our local asteroid fields. I'm going to open up commerce and mining, grab myself a civic research station so that we can open up our tier 1 civilian technology. That'll get us +1 credit income as well as access to things like the orbital commerce. But our main goal will be to grab the derelict specialist's ability here so that we can level up our dreadnought as fast as possible from harvesting derelicts. I want to try to rush down an enemy opponent. Now, the pirates are on the map over here and we are going to want to make friends with them. So grabbing mercantile envoys will be incredibly important too to snowballing our early game. So the Mars of Dreadnought has this raised planet ability where it does 100 damage to a planet twice every 45 seconds, which is basically creating 200 credits out of nowhere. It also has this concussion charge ability, which deals area damage and disables an enemy ship for 4 seconds, which can prevent them from escaping, which is very, very powerful. So yeah, I'm also going to go ahead and get rid of this exotic salvage policy. Let's let time unfold. We will be colonizing asteroids, but beyond asteroids, we'll be skipping over lava planets and stuff like that. They just take too long to get set up. We got the commerce upgrade in our capital, Peleus. Let's upgrade it again to get more credits. And there is an asteroid over here with debris to pick up, which is perfect. So we'll be colonizing this asteroid. Ooh, actually, I need to cancel some of these guys so I can get a colony frigate. Colony frigate will be required to get this asteroid up and running. More than anything, I want you to explore the edges of the galaxy so we can find other players. Because my goal is to play very much so an aggressive piracy game where I do not sit around and build up an economy. Like these lava planets, who cares? What I'm looking for are asteroids. So I'll get my units to focus fire on these Cobalt light frigates. I'll send my Mars of Dreadnought over here to clear this out. It will shoot as it walks. It's got some heavy missiles, some Gauss cannons, medium autocannons, all that beautiful stuff. I am a little bit worried if we do go up against a carrier type ship in the early game. That could be a pretty hard counter to us. Let's make sure all these guys are focusing fire on the same target. We're capturing this derelict, although I should make sure that I get derelict specialist before I actually capture it. So I'm going to step outside and then come back in because we want that extra 50% experience. Our planet has developed again. Let's go ahead and grab mining level 3. That'll get us more metal and crystal. And then we'll go for commerce level 5. More metal and crystal. It's good for us to get that little bit of eco going in the early game. Once we have derelict specialists, I'm going to come down here and I'm going to grab myself mercantile envoys, which will get me +2 influence and a free influence point that I can then make friends with the pirates. So part of the power of the TEC Primacy is that they start with knowing who the pirates are, which is incredibly valuable. Mars of Dreadnought is gathering experience from the kills. Beautiful. Yeah, look at all that damage it's doing. So there's derelict specialists. So now we are capturing this derelict loot faster and we're going to get a bunch of experience from it, which is awesome. Big old derelict thing that we're exploring. And my Mars of Dreadnought has leveled up. I'm going to grab raised planet level 1 and then concussion charge level 2. We're going to be skipping precision targeting. Our goal is going to be to rush through planets. We did find another asteroid over here. I think this is a traveling asteroid. So if we could yoink this nice and quick, it'd be great. We have met another player out here and we found an ice planet, which means there's likely to be another player over there. In the capital, I'm going to go for military research. Take military 1 plus basic provisioning so we can start trading more ships. And that will be part of our goal, is to get a nice big fleet of Cobalt light frigates. We're looking for somebody to rush. So this asteroid isn't actually worth anything until we invest into it. So let's go ahead and grab commerce level 1 for 1.2 credits per second. Ooh, No, let me actually get mining level 1 because we're struggling for metal. I need that little bit of a trickle of metal to pay for the cobalt light frigates that I'm going to be getting. I'm also going to research deep core metal mining. It's a fairly cheap technology that will increase the amount of metal I have access to. Oh yes, we found a Terran planet, a juicy Terran planet that we can go blow up and do damage to. This was exactly the plan. I will quickly capture this asteroid and then move on. Let's go ahead and upgrade mining level 2 on this, so that we can get more metal income going. And then we'll get commerce level 1 for that little bit of credits flowing too. Fleet's under attack, but that's normal. Make sure you guys kill the siege frigate so we can colonize the world safely, and I'll get you to go pick up this derelict. There's good experience in it. And we will get my colony ship to go and colonize this asteroid. So the TEC Primacy is definitely a more aggressive faction. We could go steal that asteroid, or at least knock it out, but I think we gotta go straight for their capital. Perfect, we got a new colony. Let's go mining 1, 2, and commerce 1. Then I'm going to go logistics 1 and build a pair of light factories so that we can crank out ships from this location to support us in the attack on this other player's homeworld. Because if we're able to kill him early, I mean, getting a second Terran world, like 30 minutes into the game, which is probably how long it'll take us for us to kill him. Let's immediately go for his capital. What has he got? He's just got an Akan battlecruiser and some cobalt light frigates. So he's in trouble. So we will have reinforcements streaming from this asteroid in the not too distant future. And we're about to go raise his planet. Grab the military research base in their capital. Grab 1 level of logistics and then the military research station. I will queue up military 2 and then I will queue up pillage war chests. So it'll take me a little bit of time to get there. But I believe doing damage to someone's planet actually wrecks their economy. Ooh, we should actually totally grab that derelict. So let me go ahead and clear out all this noise. I'm going to grab focused exploration here because it is good if I know what's going on in the galaxy. And I will build a radiation bomb plus an armor patch kit on my dreadnought so that it's able to sort of fight off some of these basic stuff. But yeah, this is also worth a decent chunk of experience. It probably won't quite level us, but it will get us closer. Let's make friends with the pirates. I definitely want looting crew so that I can make money from fighting. But I'm going to grab a boarding crew and attach a boarding crew to my capital ship and then steal the LRM cruiser, which is huge. So basically now I've oversupplied my military, which is fantastic. I'm going to build a light factory in orbit of Illyria. Make sure we shoot down enemy cobalt light frigates 1 by 1. All right, military 2 is underway. And then we want that pillaged war chest so we can jump in and blast their capital for money. Also, we need to start recruiting more cobalt light frigates. And I thought debris was some kind of cheese. I'm going to attach this colony frigate to Illyria and just leave it there, where it'll be safer. We don't need to bring it. It doesn't do anything supportive. It would be cool if the colony frigate had like light support abilities. So we're going to go for raise level 3. And now this is where we're going to like murk this planet. Pillaged war chest 3 minutes from now. Cleared outside Tama. Let's jump into Chromios. And it's good that we've cleared this out because it means our reinforcement line is actually very clear. Otherwise, we're getting cobalt light frigates. I will go for some shurikens as well as some shrikens, but that'll be after I build a second light factory. Control tab, jump in formation. I don't want you guys to jump in there alone. We need to hit this. We need to hit their capital hard and fast. Now we aren't going to drop the raise action on their capital immediately. We are going to wait, see if we can take out maybe a light factory before we do that. Go ahead and boarding crew this little scout corvette so that we deny them vision, and then we'll go ahead and get a new boarding crew, which resets the cooldown. So we're going to be making good use of the boarding crew. Shoot down their light frigates. They got a lot of light frigates, but the second that pillaged war chest is finished, we can go drop some volleys on their planet. Okay, they managed to get some defenses up. Drop a radiation bomb on their armor, and then steal a ship from them. I'm going to take my Marza Dreadnought around the back of the planet to start raising it. I don't actually want to be fighting them where they're strong. I want to get out of range of these turrets because it's doing way too much damage to me. I'm going to take these cobalt light frigates and I'm going to add them to this beta fleet and we'll build reinforcements there. Alright, we'll have an armor patch kit soon. Yeah, we probably shouldn't have fought around those turrets. We should have left immediately. Go ahead and blast their capital. Yeah, that capital's about to get boomed. Boom. So does that actually hurt the planet's income? No, but it got me a bunch of money. So it's a little bit unlucky, but I think we need to get the hell out of here. Oh, cobalt light frigates. Nope, 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 nope. Jump back out. I'm going to deploy to Saitama, and I'm going to get Arctic research. I'm going to try to, like, develop in their face. We're going to retreat to this asteroid over here, then this ice planet, then here. It should be hard to completely kill us, but we should be able to do some really annoying stuff, especially if I could get a Dunov battlecruiser to assist. I have it under construction now, so it'll be on its way. Crystals are cheaper. We have the armor patch kit. Armor patch kit has been used, which is giving us health restoration. We'll go ahead and escape with this guy. We should be able to get some experience from blowing up Durkheim. So he's going to go on a bit of a long journey here to try and get to Durkheim. And then by the time we get there, we should have a fleet that's ready. Let's get a pirate boarding crew. And I want to, before this guy warps, I want to use the pirate boarding crew to steal a couple of ships. So those are basically free steals. That's going to distract them, buy me time to escape. Awesome. I want to upgrade my radiation bomb, and I want to rush these Hoshiko cruisers, the repair cruisers, because I'm going for a battleship, like a capital ship, heavy early game. We want to protect our heavy ships while we aggress on this other player. So something we can do while we pass by this asteroid is actually destroy it. If we drop the raised planet ability on it, we'll take some autocannon fire, but that's okay. But if we blow up this asteroid, everything they've invested into it will get destroyed, and we get money from doing this. Colony frigates grabbing that ice planet. That's good. Make sure you kill this. Okay, they jumped in here on top of my fleet, which was unfortunate, but I think we just got the ice planet. We're going to go for defense level 0. Or defense level 1 and try to build some defenses in here. We're up against a pretty big supply of ships, so let's go retreat. We're going to retreat to the far side of the ice planet. We do have a Dunov cruiser on the way, and it will have energy transfer to be able to heal the shields of my capital ship. So we've killed their asteroid, which is amazing. They're jumping back now in panic, which means I think we could turn around here and maybe get a kill or two. So aggression is ruling the day, and now that they're jumping out, we're going to get ourselves a few autocannon defense platforms here. Just 2 should do us. Get another pirate boarding crew. What I really need is to get to civilian level 2 or get +1 influence points somehow. Yeah, I know your shields are down. You're being attacked by random stuff, but he's going for the asteroid now. If we can hit this asteroid hard and fast, it's going to be over for them. It's got 2,500 health, which basically means a bunch of money for me. Well, one of our asteroids is under attack, which is annoying. Don't go that way. Mars the Dreadnought needs another armor patch kit, and then to escape the hell out of here. So we definitely need to protect our home world. So I need to build defenses over there, because this asteroid here is getting killed. Very slowly, I might add, but it is getting killed. Right, my Mars the Dreadnought is escaping. That'll be a difficult one. I need to get the autocannons up here, and then move back to fight here, I think, to protect my capital. We're under attack. I wasn't expecting to get attacked by a second player. I'm wondering, can I piece him out, actually? So this is the Hand of Illis. How would you feel about a ceasefire? Okay, they refused the ceasefire, which is fine. Make sure you claim a Cobalt Light Frigate to distract. We will grab ourselves another pirate crew and attach it to you. We need some autocannon defense platforms to kill the light ships. Yeah, hostile forces are around our capital, so unfortunately we will have to abandon this ice planet. My early game gamble failed. I think in a 1v1 it might have done like serious work, but these disciples are scary. Let's go reinforce the capital. I need these turrets to get operational as soon as possible. Then I need them to focus fire. I'm gonna focus fire my way through the enemy fleet, 1 ship at a time, while I wait for my reinforcements to come jump in the capital. And we will definitely keep building turrets as we can. They take a long time to build, but I think it is worth it to focus fire down enemy ships 1 at a time. Yeah, unfortunately we are going to lose Saitama, which sucks. I will build a few Gauss platforms around this planet though. Try and hold it. Yeah, my gamble didn't work out. I think it was because of that initial jump into the enemy system. Yeah, Saitama is dead now. There's nothing I can do about that. Yes, I know your armor is down. Alright, you're jumping. And you're also coming. Take him on. EMP charge him. Steal his antimatter. And steal back the ships that he stole from us. Get a Hoshiko repair cruiser on the way. Things are looking okay. My Dunov battle cruisers, shields are down. My autocannon defenses are working their way through the enemy fleet. 1 ship at a time. Repair cruisers on the way. That'll help this Dunov battle cruiser a lot. Make sure we kill that Seeker. You should absolutely have bombers, not fighters. Go make sure you repair the capital ship. Yeah, hostile forces. Ooh, it's all falling apart, boys. We're dead. Okay, so my gamble failed, but this ship should be getting repaired now. Why are you shooting at everything but the capital ship? Do not autocast. Jesus, this guy's murking me. How's the capital doing? Not great. Alright, we are going to kill this battle cruiser, which is big. Oh man, if I could come back from this would be crazy. Enemy ship is down. Raise this asteroid. Now we need to jump in and protect our capital. Let's get some more of those repair cruisers. I'll keep my Dunov battle cruiser around here to grab this little wreckage here. I need you to go colonize that asteroid for me. Go ahead and nuke these nerds. Okay, we're going to try to jump back. Do not jump in formation. Get the hell out of there. Go try to colonize that. We'll grab ourselves another colony frigate because you're likely to die. More robotics cruisers. Come on, get that colony off. Do it. Do it. Don't die. Fire off that colony. Okay, he didn't quite make it. Let's drop some Gauss turrets around our capital. Oh man, things went a little crazy there. But I mean, we're in an interesting position. Oh, repair cruisers, you perhaps made the wrong choice of jumping in here alone. Let me regroup. Hold on. Cancel that. Control tab. Regroup. Get ourselves some more repair cruisers. The repair cruisers are going to do work for us. Come on, get that jump off. You can do it. Okay. Lost 2 repair cruisers, which is painful for sure. Yeah, you need to get repped up. We lost our retrofit bay, but I don't know if we even want that anymore. I don't even know if we can afford that anymore. Our metal has gone to crap. Yeah, these Hoshiko repair cruisers are going to help us out a lot. See, they're just spamming heals all over my fleet, getting everyone repaired up. Speaking of repairs, let's get some DPS and some hull reinforcement so that any ships that we do keep alive will go further. It's going to get my fleet to turn around and face the enemy. So my opening moves kind of failed, honestly, which is it's kind of sad. I kind of feel like I'm a failure. You know, my build crapped the bed. I'm going to go for a bigger fleet size now as well. It's a military technology that'll allow me to field a larger fleet. The current fleet that I have is, I mean, it's not terrible, but it is small. The Hoshiko repair cruisers are like, honestly, like huge. But it's looking grim for me. I need to get some of these asteroids back. See, the real move would have been if I'd been able to get the gang of freebooters. Oh, just a bunch of free pirate ships. I'll start researching that now in the hopes that I get it. But I'm going to jump in here now real quick to see if we can take this before they get established. Yeah, these repair cruisers are going to... Well, they're going to do work for us. We do have a bomber wing, the Dunov battle cruiser, which is nice. All right, let's warp. By the way, I have totally lost. I want to be clear here. I am so dead. But I'm having fun. That's the important thing, is I'm learning how to beat the impossible AI. Think of how good the narrative would be, though, if I was able to pull this back.
3 hours later.
I tell you what, though, this has been a failed attempt at a game. I think I'm going to go ahead and start a new one. Basically the same setup. Because if you look here, my planet's owned. Like, had I been able to pull off that move on the other player without getting attacked, it just didn't work out. So we're going to set up basically the same game. This time we're going to take a more chill opening. We're going to be less hyper-aggressive. We're still going to be aggressive. But I feel like I learned a lot. Especially I learned the power of the Marza Dreadnought. So we've got 4 hyper lanes, or 4 phase lanes connecting to our capital here. So what we're going to do is grab ourselves, using the ship construction, 2 more Prova Scout Corvettes. I think I'm going to go for the Marza Dreadnought again, because I think this ship really does give you a leg up against the AI in the early game. I'm going to build myself a single civic research station and research civilian tier 1 so that we can get basic civilian tech going. And I'm going to take a much more economic opening, focused around asteroids. We're going to be looking to claim asteroids and derelicts in the early game, so that's why we're going to go for derelict specialists as well as part of our opening. And then as a follow-up, we'll take focused exploration so that we can find more derelicts to go hunt down. My fleet is also going to want as many Cobalt light frigates as I can get, and then I will upgrade my capital's resources to get mining and commerce up. This is going to form the baseline of my economy. Okay, so we found a colonizable world. Cancel these, get ourselves a colony frigate, and immediately jump to that asteroid. And then let's recruit another Cobalt frigate to keep you going. Okay, we've got 2 asteroids near us in the early game, so I'm probably going to go asteroid, and then grab this asteroid. Again, I'm going to be heavily focused on asteroid gaming as the pirate faction. I'm not looking to build up factory lava worlds. I'm looking up to grab these asteroids and be a force to be reckoned with. We are going to take out the siege frigate first, so that we can then get the colony going. And I'm going to get rid of exotic salvage. And then the third thing that we're going to research is orbital commerce. And this is going to allow us to scale our economy quite a bit. Well, no, I want to start making friends with the pirates as soon as possible. So I think mercantile envoys, but even before focused exploration would be good, because we should know the pirates already, because with the TEC Primacy, we are the pirate faction. There is a derelict around this ice planet, which I will definitely like to go and try and nab. All right, we've colonized the asteroid. Let's go for commerce and then mining. This will allow us to generate a lot of resources. Boom, there we go. Civilian research complete. Derelict capture time is reduced. I'm going to get my Marza Dreadnought into position to jump to the next system, because it's the one that I care about getting to the next system. I wanted to gather the experience while the rest of my fleet does, you know, their job. Take them on. All right, let's go jump to the asteroid. So I'll take out that Garda Flak frigate first, because it's going to shoot down the missiles of my Marza Dreadnought. I'm going to take concussion charge off of auto shot. And then after the Garda Flak frigate, we'll take out the Krosov siege frigate. And then I will send you over here to colonize that. My Marza Dreadnought has leveled up. I don't actually know how precision targeting works, or if it's any good. But I'm going to focus on getting Raised Planet over that. Concussion shot, Raised Planet, and Missile Barrage are going to be like the 3 core abilities of this guy. The asteroid is colonized, we instantly upgrade it. So we need to be careful of these guys. They're going to go for a lot of missile ships really early. So that's something we need to be careful about. I'm going to grab a secret weapons lab on Illyria. No, I'm going to build I'm going to build a military research station around my capital real quick. All right, so we have this one. I definitely want to clear out the derelict here. And since I'm jumping to an ice planet, I may as well get Arctic colonization. I think that's actually a reasonable choice, going derelict hunting. Although there is something to be said for jumping to the volcanic world first, because it's a more aggressive sort of in the face of the enemy. So maybe that could be a good thing. And then we can set this up as a choke point, steal their derelict, and that would lead to us stealing these asteroids as well, which would be really, really annoying. So there's focused exploration. That's going to get us 4 more scout corvettes so we can get a better scout off on the galaxy. Oh, and there's another derelict over there too. And then I protect this derelict for my second battleship. All right, eco-wise, I am going to go for orbital commerce next, and then probably these mining technologies. I'm also going to get military 1 for that 5% max armor points. It's going to help out my fleets quite a bit. I'm going to turn off auto scout on this Prova Scout Corvette and this Prova Scout Corvette, and I'm going to just park them in the systems that are like adjacent to me, so I can kind of see if anyone's ever coming to fight me. All right, relationship with the pirates, get a pirate conversion crew, grab my battleship here, give it this. We also want this and this. It'll take a little while to build them, but my knowledge will be excellent. Looks like they were getting ready to capture this asteroid, so if I can yoink this lava world, that would be huge. Oh, we're getting ready to face down early. So what has he got? He's got an evacuator, which is a colony style ship. No. We want to focus fire on the enemy. Colony ship, go yoink the planet. So yeah, we definitely want to fight for this. Go pirate crew this LRM that we can use it against them. So it looks like they're retreating. That's actually huge. We managed to hit them hard. We might be able to pull off a fast invasion on this asteroid, actually. See if I can grab that derelict. And I'll send these guys to take on that corrosive siege frigate. I'm going to go for basic provisioning to get level 2 military capacity. Let's get logistics and a trade port here. I think that would be good. Although, yeah, I think getting the trade port. We need to scale our economy, which is something we failed to do in the other game. Yoink an LRM cruiser, because they're very hard to get this early into the game, usually. But now we just have them. I'm going to grab mining level 2. It's going to give me so much metal. And then there's actually no point in killing that other LRM cruiser, because what I can do is I can actually just recruit him when the time comes. So stop shooting him. Okay, he just actually killed him. Never mind. Planet's under fire, but the Khrushchev siege frigate is dead, so that doesn't matter actually. And my Marsa Dreadnought has leveled up with another level of concussion grenade, which is going to make it extremely powerful against enemy ships. Okay, as far as I can tell, nobody's invading through these directions. Military provisioning is finished. I'm going to build 5 more Cobalt light frigates. It'll take them a while to get over here for reinforcement. In fact, let me actually cancel 2 of those so I can get started on a trade port around my asteroids. Those trade ports are going to give us a really good economy early. More importantly, it gives us a really flexible economy, because asteroids give you a trade option in each of the resources, which means we'll be able to switch from like, oh, I need to get metal, I need to get crystal, I need to get credits, like depending on what our needs are at a particular moment in time. Let's go jump into this asteroid and see if we can maybe do a little bit of damage to their fleet. I'm going to go easy on fleet construction so I can get my 2 trade ports up. I want a trade port around each asteroid. That's going to help my economy. But I am going to jump in here to see what the story is. I think maybe we could get a few kills and then jump back. We will also be able to steal some ships with the pirate boarding crew, which will make this a very efficient early game trade for us. And we also have the radiation bomb, which will help us. We got our first trade port up, and it's making credits for us, which is great. Right, what are we up against? Some phase missile platforms. Kill the assemblers first so they can't rebuild. And then kill the finished platform. Make sure you disable him. And then if you really quickly go raise that planet, it would be amazing. Big damage on that asteroid. It's dying very, very quickly. Yes, our shields are down, but that's not very important because the phase missile platform is coming down. Yeah, you're taking a lot of hits that I would hope you wouldn't take. Let's get some hull strength reinforcement here. You need to raise this planet. The good news is I've almost taken down the armor of this thing. Right, you need to retreat. Steal that ship. Get another Steel 2. That's a big trade. And then you see if you can escape. We almost killed that planet. It's painful that we didn't. Let's quickly retreat to here. We are going to want, in my capital, you guys better not be jumpy. Yeah, you're moving fast. That's okay. We're going to jump to the other side here. We're going to want a lot of ships. But more importantly, in my capital, I am going to want a military research base. I'll get a trade port here. Plus, on this asteroid, I want a secret weapons base. And that's so we can get to the next tier and get the Hashiko repair cruiser, which will do a lot of work in keeping our capital ships alive. So that was unlucky that we weren't able to destroy those phase platforms. Are crazy powerful, but we're going to retreat to the far side of this gravity well, where our reinforcements will come in faster. We'll keep getting those boarding crews. I'll also get Gauss defense platforms. Those are great. Very, very unfortunate on that phase missile platform situation. So I think I need to start building defenses here of a Gauss defense platform variety. I'm also going to go logistics level 2. Need to get as many Gauss defense platforms as we can up here so we can leave this planet, because I've invested a lot in getting this planet, and so now I have to invest more in keeping it. But if I put these Gauss defense platforms right at the edge of the gravity well, enemies will have a very painful time trying to deal with it. And then I can come back here and try to clear out some of these derelicts. I think I will send my derelict to get the thing. So I'm gonna split off my dreadnought plus my colony ship into a separate fleet that I will send here, and I'll keep my other fleet here to defend this alongside the Gauss defense platforms. And the reason I like the Gauss defense platforms is because it kills the enemy capital ships, which is a permanent form of their power, because they just level up, and basically if we deprive them of their levels, we do a lot of damage to their long-term military prospects. Let's go for defense level 2. Keep building the battery of Gauss turrets that we want. Again, we want to just be able to just take out enemy capital ships instantly. And we're also going to go to logistics level 2 so we can build faster. Just investing a lot in holding this planet protectively in the face of the enemy. Here they come. We should be able to get a few kills on them while they retreat or try to sweep past us. I think they're going over here to this lava planet, but our Gauss turrets and our ship defenses should be able to snipe a few of them as they try to get out of here. Got our 5 Gauss defense platforms up now, which is about as good as we're going to get. Prova Scout Corvette, I want you to sit there. See Kaizuka. We want knowledge at particular points in the galaxy. So we know no one's invading me through here, which is good to have neutral territory on our border. We've got our Gauss defense platforms up, which is fantastic. Any capital ship that comes in here is going to be immediately met with just absolute violence. I want more capital ships, so I'm going to start scanning my asteroids and my planets. Although I'm going to scan my capital first because it has guarantees. Similarly, the lava world has guarantees as well. Let's drop that armor patch kit and grab another on you. This might be a little bit too much for the Mars of Dreadnought to take on its own. One of our asteroids is under attack. Oh no, never mind, I can't tell. Go ahead and steal some Garda flak frigates. They will actually hard counter the LRMs. And then we'll attach another pirate crew and steal another one of those. Then grab another pirate crew, and there's like a little bit of an exploit you can kind of do, which is you can discard the second charge of the boarding crew, and if you discard the second charge, you can then equip a new one to instantly get the cooldown, and then I'll grab another flak frigate, and this will just hard counter these LRM cruisers, which are the thing that will do the damage to my Mars of Dreadnought because it has no point defense. So I'll set them to hold position behind him to protect him from incoming missiles, which is the only real threat to him. What have we got in terms of radiation bomb? We have a decent radiation shot right there. Hit 4 ships, get them down a little faster. I wouldn't necessarily call that a heavy exploit, but it's a light exploit that you can do that kind of thing. Let's go ahead and upgrade our Arctic worlds to be able to colonize them. Let's go extra level of logistics so we can build a trade port in the capital. We need that money. I lost a Garda flak frigate, but they've been buying me a lot of time, so job well done. Let's go for a level 2 raised planet, and we'll kill you. We got about a minute and a half until we can do another boarding crew. I'll probably grab another, well, the Garda flak frigate is actually going to die, so I'll let that one die. I'll probably try to steal an LRM cruiser or two. Let's fire a concussion shot that'll do big damage and prevent him from attacking. We found some strategic resources. I think it'd be nice to get the Sova carrier and go mass fighter on it if I could, to gain strike craft superiority so I don't need point defense. Yeah, I'd like to steal 2 LRM cruisers. Need to get you closer to this guy. And in my capital, we got another level up. We're going to go for a... Oh, no one's point in getting logistics there. In here, I definitely want to get my trade ports up. 2 extra trade ports means 4 extra money per second. It's a big deal. Go for the siege frigate. No point in killing the LRM cruiser. Go colonize the planet. 5 seconds until we can get this. We can get a new boarding crew. Claim the LRM cruiser, then instantly re-equip it and claim another LRM cruiser. So that's a great pickup, a pair of LRM cruisers. And then we can go deal with the derelict. So now this ice planet is ours. What I really need is a few more Provost Scout Corvettes that I'll queue up real quick. I need to station one, I need to know what's going on in Liguria. So thinking about Memnon, the ice planet, I'm going to get logistics level 1 and then go for the trade post. I'll just get that focused trading economy going. And I really want to get my Mars of Dreadnought to level 6. So I'm going to claim this, clear out this world, and then go for this asteroid too. But I'm feeling like I'm in a pretty okay spot to where I could get military tech too. I need one of these Prova Scout Corvettes. Where are you? You. I'm going to cancel your auto survey and put you in Liguria. Go ahead and get real close. I would love to build the Sova carrier and really focus on superiority against enemy strike craft. More than anything though, I think I'm focused on developing my economy. So I'll grab another point of logistics around this ice world before I build another trade port. Very focused on the trade port stuff. And then we're going to go for this lava planet real quick. Nobody's claimed this. Nobody's claimed this asteroid. We have a pretty good vision of the galaxy. It's going to be interesting seeing how it all unfolds in time. One thing I'm going to gear Memnom towards is influence. I'm going to go ahead and build myself a civic university. This is so I can engage with the pirates a little bit more. But yeah, I want to get commerce level 2, mining level 2, a civic university. I also want an ice processing facility and a media conglomerate. And actually, I think that means I'm going to cancel my trading port in here, because what I actually want is the broadcast center. I want this to be a culture and influence world that I can use to treat with the pirates, because I want things like this: looting crew, so I make money from fighting; pirate wager, so I make money from engaging. I can turn influence into money, and then I can send pirate raids wherever I want. I'm going to grab myself another Guard of Flak frigate with the looting crew, and then I will grab a boarding crew. The emergency Gauss defense platform, I think I'm going to put around my lava planet to continue to have a really strong thing. I'm also going to put the lava planet on the overview. And then we'll grab ourselves another looting crew, and we'll use that to steal the siege frigate, which will make it safe to colonize the planet. Plus, siege frigates are just annoying / rare to actually build. I want to research Sidar so that I can see when people are jumping around. Jump around. He hasn't taken Liguria. That's really interesting. I think I have completely crushed his early game with my quick interception, while I'm now sitting back and building up. We got the lava planet. Let's go 2 levels of mining. We're going to go for civilian tech 2, and we're going to grab the interstellar networks, which is going to give us a 10% commerce credit income for places that have our culture. Let's take you down to Leah. We want to grab that derelict. I don't see any derelicts in the center of the galaxy that we could pick up, so I'm not going to worry about that. But I definitely want this derelict, because that could, I think, yeah, that will get me to level 5. So we've got surface mining on the way. I am going to start researching deep core metal mining and efficient crystal sorting. They're fairly cheap techs that will give us a lot more. My alpha fleet, I'm going to add another 10 cobalt light frigates. I think 25 is a good number for us to get to here. Our research rate is going to stay slow. Let's have a look. What do we really want here? I think getting fortified superstructure, getting us an extra 12% maximum hull points on our ships would be really nice. It's going to make it so that these guys can just stand that little bit longer in battle. Like right now, they have 620 hull. So a small boost of hull just means, and since this is a game of like every ship you kill snowballs the battle one step in your favor, having your ships die slightly slower slightly snowballs the battle back in your favor. Yeah, my trade fleets are all flitting around the galaxy, which is great, gathering me money. But yeah, I think my main confrontation with this game, ooh, you need to go to a different planet since he has now colonized this. Go ahead and scout these 2 planets if you can. Right, mining upgrade on the ice planet. We're getting the civic university. We'll build the 2 broadcast centers. That will start spreading our culture. But I will be prioritizing prestigious investments. We really want that. And I'll also get asteroid mercantile mandate for the 50% commerce credit income from asteroids. It's going to help out our economy a little bit. Just trying to reinvest into my economy so that I can get more out of the few planets that I do have secured. They have colonized here. So my Prova Scout Corvette is now going to jump around a little bit. There was a gas giant, a Ferris planet, and a primordial planet in the center in here. So something we need to consider. There's a credit cache. I don't think I can afford the credit cache. So instead I'm going to focus on the Gauss defense platforms and the pirate stealing crews. And then my next military research is going to be provisioning doctrine, which will allow me to have a larger supply. I think this game went off a little bit better in the beginning, which is great. I definitely want Sova carriers. Poor little trade ships are getting wrecked. I think I would actually kind of prefer, I think it would be more interesting if instead of light trade escorts, this would be like, your armed trade ships. So the actual trade ships themselves had weapons and were more capable of actually fighting. Like give them a couple of point defense cannons, and then the upgrade would be like heavy trade ships, which would be like sort of like small battleships filled with cargo. I don't know. I just think it'd be kind of a neat idea. Ooh. All right. So what kind of fleet do they have here? They have a big fleet. We're talking 500 supply. So we need to be ready to defeat a 500 supply fleet. The Marza Dreadnought will be able to get the missile barrage, and that can defeat a fleet of 500 value. Let's grab that Guard of Flak frigate. We will equip you with a new pirate boarding crew. We're getting so much value out of this pirate boarding crew. Like the pirates really are a great eco boost in the early game. Go colonize that, and then we will use you to kill the siege frigate. You leveled up. Oh no, I need 1 more level. We do have the concussion charge, which would be helpful. I think the combat repair system is going to be big for us, as is the reactive armor. Requires military 3, however. Let me go ahead and build a few more scout corvettes just to keep my scouting up. We own this asteroid. Let's make it ours. Yeah, I'm going to get a Sova carrier so that I can have strike craft superiority. That's my goal. Hostile forces have arrived here. Make sure you guys are fighting. I want you guys on engage close, and I want you focused around this turret area. I'm going to rotate my turret slightly closer to the enemy. Stop the rotation. Go take them on, boys. Oh no. You need them to be in the range. You need them to be in the range of the Gauss turrets to be able to fight this. I think I want to research hangar defenses. I think hangar defenses are a little bit better than the other kind. And then I'm going to take this second fleet and bring it over here so we can have a direct confrontation with our enemies. All right, Sova Carrier, I want you to focus on fighters to suppress enemy bombers. And then I want you to go for this. And I need as many Cobalt light frigates coming as I can possibly manage. Get a second light factory to be producing out of our capital faster. They are bombing the planet, but that's okay. Gauss turret superiority should help. All right, pirate looting crew, emergency Gauss turret as well. We are bombing the shit out of this Jarasul evacuator with our Gauss turrets. Pull my ships back out of that AoE. Planet's under attack, but that's okay. No, you guys need to be striking the same capital ship if you can. Okay, we're on our way to this lava world, and we're going to try to build some hangar defense platforms over here on the edge of the system with our construction frigates, where our fleet will be centered. I just need as many of these Cobalt light frigates being pumped out of the capital as possible, and hopefully my eco can save us here. Pronast United. I don't know if there's anything I can do to help us here. Yeah, if we can get these hangar defenses up, it'll be big. Where is my Sova Carrier? That's what I really... Okay, it's on the way. You guys need to hang out around the hangar defenses that we're building. So my fighters are going to fight off their bombers. That's the only real point defense that I have here. We are likely to lose this planet, but that's okay. We should be reinforcing constantly with Cobalt light frigates. And I'm going to start researching. I can't afford that. I need to just get mass ships. You need to stay back. You need to stay near. Fire off that radiation bomb if you can. All right, we got the hangar defenses up. That's going to help a lot. Basically, we've got 2 carriers now assisting the battle. Get a radiation bomb. I'm going to get another looting crew. I need these 2 guys to stand near each other because you are going to provide very important and useful things. Steal the defensors. You need this whole fleet to hold position. You need to stop moving forward. You need to fire off a concussion charge. And then you need to leave because you're taking way too much damage. You need to retreat with the Marsa Dreadnought and keep units flowing. Shoot a nice big AoE on this guy. Steal some more of their defensors, grab the pirate looting crew, pull these guys back out of that AoE, go ahead and steal another defensor. So even with a carrier focused on fighters, we're struggling to get what we need. Keep falling back. The Ramato needs to jump out. We might have to jump out and abandon this planet. Yeah, you need to get out of there. I'm going to jump the Ramato out, and then once the Ramato is out, I'm going to jump the rest of the fleet. I'm going to try to cover with my guy. Okay, rest of the fleet, get the hell out of there. Get over to here. Do not jump in formation. We need repair cruisers on the way. Come on, I need you to warp. Phase engines disabled. The gravity warhead. Okay, I didn't know the gravity warhead did that. How about now? Are you out of the range of it? Okay, warp happening. Warp happening. Come on, jump. All right, get more Hashiko repair cruisers. Can't afford to tech up here. We just need to keep getting repair cruisers and Cobalt light frigates. We can afford to get a coal battleship though. Or maybe a Dunov battle cruiser would be better if we could get it. But unfortunately, I think the only thing we'll be able to afford is the coal battleship. In order to make my fleet kind of go further, I'm going to grab myself military grade specs to improve my autocannons. They are jumping after us. That's a really interesting choice. Gauss defense platforms. We need to go full retreat, I think, here. But I'm hoping that my Hashiko repair cruisers will give us a chance to fight back. Pirate looting crew. Grab some more of those defensors. Okay, you guys are getting gravity warheaded. Get the hell out of there. Fire a radiation bomb and then move. You should not be taking direct hits unless you have to. What are we up against? 500 supply? We got 300 supply in here. I'm hoping the fighters are doing a lot of work. How much fighters do you have? You have 3 fighters? How are there bombers? Jesus. I was expecting us to have strikecraft superiority here. I need to keep the repair cruisers at the back of the fleet because they provide so much effective HP. Fire the radiation warhead off. Big AoE cloud of damage. Stop shooting the chip that is strong against your weapons and shoot the little ones. Stop wasting your damage, bro. We have lost this fight. Let's fall back to the capital. I need to tech the Garda flak frigate so I can get strikecraft superiority because these bombers are just doing so much against me. And I also want to build a coal battleship. Perfect. We jumped out. We got away. It is far from ideal, however. Let's keep those Cobalt light frigates flowing. We'll grab ourselves a looting crew in the hope that we can use that to make some money from this battle. God, they just had so much. I thought oh, they're chasing me down. Gauss defense platforms around the capital. We can build 2 at a time. Oh yeah, it's the Sulfurak defensors that are killing us. I think that's what's getting us. They can't kill our capital very fast. That's our big advantage. I can put a Gauss turret over here, and it should be able to start working on these. We need to kill that Jarasul evacuator. Problem is this carrier has that nanite armor ability and the repair cloud, so what we really need to do is to focus fire down enemy ships one at a time and try to get this Mars Dreadnought leveled up. AoE gravity warhead going off. I mean, we can kind of do the same thing. Keep the damage flowing. I don't like that you are still crippled, Mr. Marza. God, why is nobody focus repairing him? Please repair the Marza. Literally nothing else matters, just the Marza. We are killing enemy ships one at a time. Our planet's dying. We need to stop the ship killers. Concussion. Fall back. Marza Dreadnought. Oh, the planet's gonna die! I'm gonna lose! No! I had such a good early game! Come on, man! Alright, I gotta try again. I gotta learn this faction. So what went wrong there? I think they just had a big fleet. And the problem was I was in constant engagement with their fleet. And so I never had a moment where I was able to actually match them pound for pound with defenses on my side. I was always fighting from behind. I think the real failure there is I overinvested. The real point where I lost the game is where I invaded that asteroid and let my Mars Dreadnought get wrecked. And it had no health for like the rest of the game. So let's try that once again. This is what it means to bash your head against a superior opponent. Now I'm going to try a different strategy this time. I'm going to open with a civic research station, civilian level 1, immediately go for mercantile envoys so I can start building a relationship with the pirates. And maybe if I use boarding crews plus looting crews, my early game fighting will pay dividends in the form of lots of money. There's a third gravity well, sort of extending out from our capital, so I'm going to immediately build ourselves a Prova scout corvette. And I think the Marza Dreadnought is a great early game ship if you can get it leveled up, and I need to get it leveled up. So I'm going to attach it to the Alpha fleet. I'm going to grab myself a colony ship. I'm going to get rid of the exotic salvage policy. I will level up my capital at least once on each economic point, and then I'll build a couple of Cobalt light frigates, and then we'll just wait until we know the first place that we can see a potential asteroid base that we can grab. Really, we're looking for like a derelict and stuff. What do we got here? We got an asteroid right there. Let's go. My capital is about to finish mining level. I'll upgrade the next level of mining and the next level of commerce. I want that money to be flowing in early. Civilian research is on the way. We have good knowledge. We take this asteroid. A lack of derelicts around means it's going to be hard to level up, but that's okay. I'm going to be looking to make friends with the pirates early, which I think means turning my capital, or the first ice planet that we find, into a influence world, or a culture world rather. So let's go ahead and take out the siege frigate first, and then we will go colonize that planet. There is a kind of world where you jump around with pirate crews, capturing Krosov siege frigates, and then rush down someone's planet like incredibly quickly. I think it would be cool if the TEC Primacy gained a small amount of money from killing ships. Like 1% of the total economic value of killing ships. It just gives them that little bit of an incentive to fight. I think that'd be a cool, unique faction ability that you get early in the game. Like it should be a military 1 tech up here in mobilization, like call it salvage crews, or maybe add it to pillaged war chest. And it would be really cool if it was just like, have an armament here that's just like, you know, intimidation tactics or something, right? And dealing damage, you get 1% of the damage you do to orbital structures as credits, like, you know, just some sort of, call it extortion. You know, I think there's like just a lot of really cool things you could do with that. Let's go for commerce and then mining. We're setting up our asteroids early. I'm going to recruit another 3 scout corvettes and then get us a few more Cobalt light frigates. All right, where are we going next? I think I'm going to focus on getting up my own infrastructure. So I'm going to go to Enid and grab that asteroid and focus on just getting our own sort of economic infrastructure up. Let's go ahead and grab pirate reputation level 1. And I'm going to focus on orbital commerce, I think, this game. I think going for early orbital commerce could be really valuable, but I will also get the asteroid mercantile mandate, because my thought is if I can get my trade ports up and running really early, the economic dividends on that is really fast. Like if you think about it, a trade port gets you 2 credits per second, 1 metal, or 1 crystal. So like if we do the maths on this, right, the time for a trade port to pay itself back, it takes about 17 minutes for a trade port to pay itself off. But if we build them minute 1, once they've paid itself off, like that's all profit, you know what I mean? And similarly, you can kind of do similar calculations, but trade ports are a long-term investment. And I think those long-term investments are worth it the earlier into the game that you do. That's a great way for us to scale our economy. And I think that's going to be the key focus that we do here. I'm going to go for logistics level 1. And I think our goal is to just get as many trade ports as humanly possible on as many planets as humanly possible really, really early to get that payoff churning. And similarly, deep core metal mining pays itself off reasonably quickly, but the earlier we get it, the better. So I'm going to be focusing on just expanding the total flow of money through my economy in the early game. Because the bigger the flow of my economy, the faster I can produce ships. The faster I can produce ships, well, the easier it is for me to fight off my enemies. All right, let's take this fleet and we're going to focus on the Krosov siege frigate. I'm going to grab myself a boarding crew and I'm going to yoink a Garda flak frigate because they're hard to get early game, right? They're pretty tanky too. My Mars Dreadnought is leveled up. I'm going to go for precision targeting. I'm going to turn that off autocast because I don't actually know how this thing works, but I'm pretty sure if you do precision targeting plus missile barrage, like you absolutely shred everyone. Let's make sure you colonize that asteroid. We need the money flowing. Now, what am I going to do with my capital? That's the real question. We could go all in on trade ports and make like a ton of resources here. It's very expensive to build logistics, however. Not a bad move, though. Let's do it. I'm going to go all in on logistics. Actually, never mind. We're going to upgrade the asteroid commerce, mining, and then in a little while we'll get that mining. Let's go for the ice world and we'll grab Arctic colonization. We just got deep core metal mining, which is going to increase our resource rate. Our resource rate should be churning really fast now, which is great. Our capital will finish upgrading logistics soon, so we can queue up a trade port. All right, lovely. We got our first trade port up. We are now making trade income. And the thing that we are struggling with is metal, so we'll drop that right there. There is the second trade port up, so that's going to pay itself off in 20 minutes. Now, don't forget, it's not 20 minutes from the moment that it was clicked on. It's 20 minutes from the moment that it's finished. I'm going to build a relationship with Pranast United as well. Getting those Gauss platforms is really powerful. But yeah, low-tech fleet expansion. That's our low-tech economic expansion. That's what I'm going for. Now, I should have a scout frigate. Where are they at? Oh. I need to research focused exploration to get 4 free Provis Scout Corvettes. Gives you a windfall. Let's go ahead and colonize that world. We will use a pirate boarding crew to grab a Garda flak frigate. Kill the siege frigate first. Come on now, 1 second. There we go. Garda flak frigate, and then we're going to buy from the pirates another boarding crew. We'll equip that boarding crew and use that to grab a Cobalt light frigate as well. This way we convert enemy fleets into ship power early. Let's queue up another trade port in the capital. We've colonized the Arctic world. Let's go ahead and get the lava world. I'm also going to queue up volcanic colonization. Things are coming along nicely. Worried about this guy. I'm feeling otherwise pretty comfy though, because we have our core worlds nearly up online. I need to get mining level 2 on this asteroid. I definitely want a couple levels of commerce from my ice planet. That'll get me 4.2 credits per second. I'm going to switch my trade from credits to metal, because metal is where I'm going to struggle the most. And I don't want to have to be buying metal from the market, so trading for metal is better in my opinion. There's focused scouts. I want to grab one of these Provis Scout Corvettes and leave it in Ikeda asteroid. And I will grab the other one. I'm going to cancel its auto explore, and I'm going to leave it in Nari, which are the current planets that are of a interest to me. I'm also going to disable this ship's focused exploration and send it to this strange planet that's traveling through the universe, because it will come and be an important thing for me to play around with later. Yeah, I'm really glad I have those Garda flak frigates from the boarding crews. It's going to make fighting these LRM ships a little bit easier. You can see those enemy missiles getting intercepted by our flak crews. You need to pull back a little bit more to that flak, the Garda flak frigate. My capital is going to be an important world that I defend, so I'm going to start plomping down emergency Gauss cannons there already. We did just research volcanic colonization. Let me see, is there anything else I want to research? I'm definitely going to get efficient crystal sorting. It's going to get me surface mining rate for crystals. Level 2 concussion charge is good. We'll focus on killing those siege frigates, because I want to try to claim the souls of the Garda flak frigates, because it gets me a unit that I can't normally access without tech. But it also card counters these LRM ships, which suits me down to the ground. Alright, we should have enough money now to build another orbital slot. I'm going to upgrade the logistics on this world and then queue up a trade port. And I'm going to get mining level 1 and mining level 2 on the ice planet so that we get 1.4 crystals per second from there. It's 12 minutes in and our economy is getting stronger. Let's boarding crew this Garda flak frigate. And now that the siege frigates are about to be done, we can colonize that. Yeah, having flak frigates real close to these guys will like just cripple their ability to fire. I'll be able to get another pirate crew in about 18 seconds and maybe steal an LRM cruiser. It's not a bad use. I think I'm going to focus on my stable orbit, so I will be going for Malhorta. I'm not going to get any derelicts this game, which, I mean, it sucks. It's part of the random map generation, though. All right, let's upgrade the capital. and get more trade ports. It's going to take a little bit of time for that to be built and for it to pay off. But our economy should be looking extremely strong. Let me go ahead and buy a pirate boarding crew, equip it, and then steal an LRM cruiser. The lava world, I'm going to double upgrade mining. All right, perfect. Enemy ship defeated. Let's immediately grab our fleet and send it to this asteroid. We'll grab it. Asteroid's going to be an important part of our game plan. These are looking kind of okay for me now. Get another trade port in the capital. Got 2 queued up. We'll queue you up as a metal guy. Resource distribution. Actually, I think I need a little bit more credit, so I'll switch that over. I would really like a button here that would like click balance trade. It would be nice if I could like click this and it would be like, hey, like if I hold down shift and be like, hey, switch to credits, or click, if I alt click, it would be like balance them out. I think there's like few cool, interesting things they could do rather than having to be like, click, 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 click. It's like a, hey, distribute evenly based on capacity. So like if I have 100 credit spots and 1 metal, and I have 50 things, it'll put 49 in here and 1 in here, you know, to like distribute them. So we've got a pretty stable cluster here based on looking at the future orbits. All these planets are kind of sticking together, which is great. This asteroid, on the other hand, is not. And so my hope is by the time it gets over to me, I'll be able to scoop it up and use it. The Frontier Adaptation Lab, if I could get this, it would be amazing. Unfortunately, I won't be able to get it. I'm going to get 1 level of logistics on this ice world so that I can get it to level 5. Do I want the civilian research points? Yes. Because that's also a 5% influence recharge rate. And that 5% doesn't seem like much, but it helps a lot. This asteroid here will be a TEC-roid. So I'm going to get logistics 2. And then grab a civic research station. This should be a pretty stable orbit, so I can use it as a safe place to get technology. We lost out on the Frontier Adaptation Lab, but I knew there was no way I had the resources to get it. Now, Laufheim here in the back would be a fantastic fleet production facility, so a military research base would go a long way. I think what we'll do is probably a geothermal smelter, a military research base, and eventually we'll replace the military research base with a regional government office, and then bring the industrial complex. So the geothermal smelter plus the industrial complex will be like a minus 40% factory unit build time. Let's go logistics 3 and get the final trade port. Enid is going to grab us a military research station. 250 supply. And he has a Sova carrier. So yeah, I definitely need to get the Garda flak frigate as soon as possible. And I also need this ship, this planet, to get a military research base. But yeah, we need to prepare for a confrontation with this guy, and we don't need to be able to beat him, we just need to be able to match him. So I'll get another boarding crew, plus I will get a free Gauss turret from the Pranast United faction. And I'm probably not going to invest too much into this asteroid. I will just capture it. These things pay themselves off pretty quick, but I'm not going to invest into any orbital infrastructure. It's just going to be a colonized asteroid that makes a little bit of money for me, because I can't afford to continue to scale my economy, not when I'm preparing for a confrontation with another player. Military research base is a go. Let's go for basic provisioning so we can have a larger fleet. That's going to be important. The good news is we do have a decent sized fleet, thanks to the extraction of resources through the use of the boarding crew. I want to go to civilian tier 2. And I want to get prestigious investments to get more influence so I can start getting looting crews on my vessels so that when I fight, I'm actually getting an economic advantage from fighting. All right, we got a big fight in here. I think I'm going to grab myself the Garda flak frigate with my boarding crew. And I'm going to move my Garda flak frigates a little closer to our ships to provide point defense. Let's go ahead and fire a concussion bolt at this group. Boop. Boop. We'll do a nice big AoE chunk of damage. I can't get a boarding crew for a little while, that's okay. So this is what I was worried about. They have a Sova carrier. We have unlocked the Garda flak frigate, but I want my Garda flak frigate to be better than what it is. So I'm going to get a second military research. I'm going to go for military 2. And then I'm going to look to upgrade the Garda Mark II before I start mass producing them. And on the way there, I can queue up military grade skip specs, advanced metallurgy, and ferro-uranite rounds, which are going to be the things that we need. Pirate raid is hard to deal with, but it's a very early game pirate raid, so we don't need to worry about it just that much. Boarding crew in a few seconds. We need to clean this up fast though, because I am worried about this fleet right here coming towards me. What is its fleet capacity? Yeah, 400 supply. Come on, we need to get the Garda 2. So we need ferro-uranite rounds. The Garda Mark II is queued up. It's going to take a few minutes for us to get this, but that's okay, because now we can start recruiting them. And the Garda frigate will counter the Cobalt Light frigate. Oof. That pirate fleet is like, I don't think I can deal with that at the current point in time. But thankfully I don't have to. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves a pirate looting crew, attach it to this ship, grab a LRM, focus down these two, and then you go colonize that volcanic world. Let's use an influence point to get another Gauss defense platform around the capital. So we've got 3 Gauss defense platforms here. Let's build another. Curious as to where they're going to choose to go. Yeah, they're going to my planet. We need to get over here as fast as possible and ignore everything else and try to keep my capital alive. All right, I'm going to switch some trade over to money because I'm a little bit light on money. I have plenty of metal. We're going to lose this asteroid. We didn't invest that much in the asteroid, so it's fine. But I fully expect this guy to jump towards me. Yep, he's already in the phase warp. Let's get those defenses online. More Gauss turrets. If we can deter his capital ships with Gauss turrets galore, that will be ideal. And then use the Garda flak frigates. So it looks like the pirates left here real quick. Okay, they're in the warp. The Beta Garda frigates research is well on the way. So the main front line that we're going to use to fight the enemy are going to be these Gauss defense platforms. Maybe they jumped to the gas giant actually, because they should have been here by now. Okay, if they jumped to the gas giant, that's actually okay for me. Go colonize that asteroid again then. Oh, no, here they are. Now, the Garda flak frigates are also really good against these Shrike gunship corvettes because the PD autocannons have a Pierce of 0 and do a decent amount of DPS. These Shrike gunships have a durability of 0, so we'll be able to do a lot of damage to them. I need my fleet to be on, like, hold position, and the Garda flak frigates just need to be, like, right behind. I'm going to get myself another civilian construction bay. Just sit nice and far back. Let the Gauss turrets deal with the enemy leaderships. I'll pop another Gauss turret right there. We will, in terms of influence, go for boarding crews. Let's go for hull reinforcement to make our ships harder. We get the Garda Mark II very soon. Steal as many ships as we can. More boarding crews. Let's grab a radiation bomb and armor. Go ahead and drop a concussion charge on the enemy fleet. Steal more of these guys too. The concussion charges will help. Fire off a radiation bomb. Big AoE damage. Let's engage anywhere to keep my fleets busy. Keep getting those Garda flak frigates going. Okay, I think... Oh! The enemy carrier is fleeing. Get wrecked. Okay, we caught them. Chase them down. Yeah, we need as many of these flak frigates as possible. These flak frigates are disgusting against early game fleets. So we cannot let them escape now. We have to press the attack. I am going to go ahead and cancel hull reinforcement and start researching provisioning doctrine. We need to go all in on taking these guys out. We're going to capture this ship wreckage because it's going to give us an advantage in when we start chasing them down. But we didn't even have the light autocannons on the Garda flak frigates. Like, we hadn't even finished the research, but just the fleet doctrine that they went for corvettes is hard countered by Garda flak frigates. They're going to need to build heavier ships to be able to hold against us, and that won't go well for them either. Let me see, what do I want to grab here? Yeah, I lost contact with one of my planets, that's fine. I think the thing to go for here is I think Garda Mark IIs combined with Gauss frigates might actually be a really strong mid-game force. So I'm going to start researching the Kalev because this is really, really good at taking down capital ships. We're capturing this derelict, that's going to get us a Tauronite. Let's jump. How much defense do they have around this world? They don't have... they have some Gauss defense platforms. Okay, the Gauss defense platforms might make our life hard for our capital ship, but if we jump in on hold position as a fleet, I think we'll be fine. And then I think what we actually want are carriers with bombers on them. Well, no, a shit ton of Gauss frigates will do the job. All right, we're counter jumping. Now, the unfortunate thing is we can't really afford to increase our economy, but what we can do is come down here and grab prestigious investments and then use this to make new Gauss defense platforms here. Killing an enemy capital is like super, super powerful. Oh, they're jumping back. That's actually fine by me because I should catch some of their ships off guard and cut off their reinforcements. Let's get another boarding crew. Like ships passing in the night. Like ships passing in the phase. All right, let's start spamming those Garda flak frigates like we need them, because we do. What are they coming up with? Yeah, they're just going with light frigates, and I think our Garda Mark IIs should counter these light frigates pretty easily. And if we just stay hold positioned at the warp, we can use the couple of captured LRM cruisers to do our bidding. Oh, I never got commerce level 4 in my capital. I will get commerce level 4 though. There we go, we made it. I'll use my LRM ship to take out these Gauss defense platforms. And now my ships are shredding their reinforcements. take out that heavy factory, although it probably isn't really producing anything. Let's grab our LRMs and try to shoot those Gauss defense platforms with them, because they won't be able to defend. And then we'll get our guys like, yeah, look, they're trying to reinforce through us. Do not get in range of that. I hate that this guy is like, hey, I'm in range, so I'm going to close. Like, hold position should mean hold position, not I'm going to YOLO into the enemy fecking defense line because they're technically in range of one of my weapons. Like, you've already lost your shields, you dummy. Like, I feel like hold position should mean I am standing right here. So my capital is in trouble. Let's make a second fleet here. We'll build some Garda Mark II defense fleets. So as far as I'm concerned, they're pinched between my fleets. I'll go for hull reinforcement to improve my ship's capabilities of staying defended. I'll keep making those Garda frigates. Their reinforcements are cut off. Our LRM ships are attacking their Gauss defense platforms without threat of retaliation. Need to get this guy over here to prevent this these defensors from getting there. But yeah, our DACA is just like DACA. And the enemy fleet, like that capital ship, is going down. And that's the true beauty of this thing. We've got them pinched between our economy. And he's trying, but hopefully our Garda frigates are able to do work. Stop going into the battle. You're getting to get yourself shot by these auto turrets. Like literally the opposite of what I want you to do. The Akan battlecruiser is now getting goused. I'm going to go for pirate reputation level 2. I'm going to build 2 autocannon defenses now to replace the Gauss defense that we just lost. Let's start focus firing down these Cobalt light frigates. Bring them together into a nice ball. I think we're holding here. Attack move would be amazing. We need to break this guy's armor. And we need to keep making defense platforms. A lot of the Gauss defense platforms we lost were the emergency ones, and this Akan battlecruiser is like basically broken, but he's going to jump back into my fleet that's sitting on the other side of the phase lane. That will ruin their day. All right, engage anywhere, chase him down, go join the other fleet. All right, they're in full retreat. We need to be ready by the warp. You guys stay on the Gauss defense platforms. Keep shooting them. So they're in the warp. Oh, the situation has changed. Well, that changes things. Because now we need to get to Malhotra. Chase down that Akan battlecruiser. Do not let him get away. So I think we've successfully defended our capital, which means I now feel safe to invest in my economy. So let's go ahead and upgrade our Arctic worlds. No, what I want are interstellar networks for the culture, so I can start spreading my culture. Chasing down this Akan battlecruiser is my dream, as if I can get that kill. Killing an enemy cruiser is great. And the great thing about Garda flak frigates is they shoot on the move. Like, they do not give a fuck. And so we're tickling him down. And so even the rear point defense is shooting back. Like, I mean, they don't do a huge amount of damage on these guys. Oh shit, get him. Concussion shot him to stun him. You stay on that Akan battlecruiser and you jump with him to the sun. We need to stun him. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Turd faster. You're gonna let him get away. Don't let him get away. We need this kill. This is a huge kill if we can get it. Come on, concussion. Boom, he's disabled. He's stunned, he can't move. Steal one of these Harka heavy cruisers. Those are great. Well, no. Steal one of these. Get ourselves the looting crew. Grab the looting crew and the boarding crew. Come on, he's so close to dead. Yes! He's dead, Jim! Just keep getting those flak. Those Garda flak cruisers. We're getting so many good moves here. Grab that derelict. You retreat, because I don't want you to die out there alone. Now, there's a little bit of chaos unfolding here, but that's actually okay, I think. So let's get our broadcast center here so we can start establishing our culture from that planet over there. You know what I need to do? I need to scan my capital to be able to build some new capital ships, because I'm struggling without them. Go capture that Harka cruiser. Don't let them kill it. No, don't kill it. That's a heavy cruiser. That's a heavy cruiser. Okay, it's dead. Never mind. Okay, we got so many good kills here. Big deals. You guys better be following him. I need to get my fleet back now to defend my volcanic world. I'm going to set it to engage anywhere. Do not let that siege frigate, do not let these siege frigates kill us. Okay, we got exotic resources. I could get a coal battleship, which is nowhere near what I want or need, but it's a capital ship. Yeah, this planet is super dead, but we can recolonize it real fast. Actually, if I cancel all these, I can start the construction of the capital ship and then get these. All right, let's keep these guys on the run around. And we are going to go for fuel efficient deployment so we can get more ships in the pipeline. Majority of my fleet is still multiple jumps away, which doesn't feel good. Let's keep this colony ship alive too. Let's get these guys to group up. A nice big ball. So what are we up against in terms of fleet size? We're up against 400 supply. I have 190 supply jumping in. It's a Mars Dreadnought. A very highly leveled Mars Dreadnought that's moving up against a what? A small fry probably. We need all of our ships to get over here where the warp is. Culture established in Melanthus, which is great. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the logistics. Actually, I can't afford to do economic upgrades right now. I need to win the war. And the way we win the war is by now starting to invest in Kalav Gauss frigates, because we have the front line of Guard of Flak frigates that can fight off these smaller ships. But what we need now is the meat, the capital ship killers. Oh, it's about to get crazy in here. I want them to be on engage anywhere. Here we go. We're in the pipeline. Go, 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 go. Group up and fight. I think they're trying to retreat. We're not going to let them. We're going to get as many kills as we can as they try to leave. There's the missile barrage level. Don't use that. It's not the time. But we are nailing kills here as they try to get out of here. I want my coal battleship chasing this guy down. I'm also going to get myself a looting crew. Attach the looting crew to him. And I'll go for the fusillade to be able to shoot faster. The adaptive force field to take less. Alright, we managed to get a serious amount of kills there. That's really going to help us out. Now I can invest in my economy a little bit. And in particular, this asteroid right here is going to get upgraded with logistics and turned into another tech world. So I'd like tier 3 economics, so I'm going to grab the experimental economics lab plus 1, 2, 3 civic research stations. So that will get me to tier 3 economy tech. Now, I haven't even really done much with tier 1 or tier 2 economy tech, but this is where I can spend a little bit of time doing that. I'm going to grab rapid hydrometallurgy for another 20% surface mining and shockwave pulverization for an extra 20% crystal mining rate. This will just get our resource rates up. Then I'm going to go for modular architecture as well to make it cheaper to build things in orbit. We're going to be investing heavily in economy for the next few minutes because we've invested heavily in our... Oh, the Mars Dreadnought jumped after them. That is an insane decision for you to make. Although, if we get the fattest missile barrage off in Sins of a Solar Empire history, I'm kind of okay with it, actually. Speaking of fat missile barrages, bop, 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 bop. Here we go, boys. Big missile barrage. Holy shit. The enemy fleet is getting dumped on. It's over for them. They're gone, Jim. Jim, they're gone. Okay, now you need to get out of there. That was massive. So much money was just deleted off the map. And I don't think they have a way to disable my jump drives. I mean, they can hurt me, but I don't think they can stop. That was... Whew, the Mars Dreadnought, boys. It's something else. And then we just jump out, armor intact, happy as Larry. I am going to go ahead and research the Hashiko repair cruiser, because I should have a few of those floating around in my fleet to make sure that we can keep everyone healthy. We have captured the planet. We're going to retake it. We're going to build it up. My culture is establishing across the galaxy. I think I would like to upgrade your logistics and get another level there, but I think I'm focused on getting my income rate up. Great news is that looting crew allows our weapons to generate money, so fighting for us is actually really good. Let's go for defense level 1 and defense level 2. On this volcano world, we're going to turn it into a fortress. Speaking of fortress, we'll talk to Pronast United and get the unassailable fortress ability to make this literally an unassailable fortress. And then in the capital, I'm going to build a handful of scout corvettes so we can update our knowledge of the galaxy a little bit. So one thing that we really need is to get an exotic refinery. So I'll start queuing that up. And I'm also looking to get a third capital ship, and I think the Sova carrier is a great third pickup here. We're sitting pretty in our culture. Malthora will be a nice fortress world. Great eco behind this. So 75 Guard of Flak frigates is a vibe, but we definitely want these Gauss frigates too, because these are going to be what counter the enemy cruisers. But more importantly, we need a few of these Hashiko cruisers to keep these Guard of Flak frigates healed up. The nice thing about the Guard of Flak frigate is it's actually higher durability than the Cobalt Light frigate, and it has a higher base armor strength of 40, so it's quite a bit tankier, like pound for pound based on supply. It doesn't do as much damage, but most of my damage is going to be done by things like missile barrage by my fleet. So the Guard of Flak frigate is a fantastic screen ship. Frontline screen ship. We've got the Sova carrier. I'm going to go ahead and grab the deploy missile bay ability, and I would love to get reserve squadron hangars, but I want fighters. I want to have air superiority against any of the Vasari. There's surface mining completed. Perfect. Our eco continues to grow. I think this should be like a 5% planet development cost as well. Rapid development would be nice. Let's begin researching civilian tier 3. That's going to be +2 credit income. And since I just did a big bunch of damage to their fleets, I feel safe investing a little bit in research rate. So I'll get 2 more levels of research rate on Laufheim because this is a backline planet, so it's very low threat. Let's get 2 more waves of scout corvettes so that we can know a little bit more about the world. And I also want to research hangar defenses because I want to just fill this planet's orbit with hangar defenses. We got our culture established. We're slowly establishing that. I'm going to go for logistics level 2, get ourselves another broadcast center in Melanthios because I want that culture to spread even faster. And it spreads slower after it hits another planet. You can see like this line is going really slowly compared to the first line. Basically like a liquid, it fills the galaxy up. So the more culture we have, the faster it'll jump from planet to planet. I'll keep a ship on the scout around the sun. I think that's a reasonable thing to do. We have tier 3 civilian research, which is fantastic. Now there isn't anything particularly important in tier 3 for us right now, but if we can get up to interstellar commerce, we get more commerce credits from our culture. But I think what we want to do is kind of just chill for a moment. There's one thing that we really, really want, which is a media conglomerate. So I'm going to start researching media conglomerate, and then I'm going to start surveying the ice planet because it has a really good chance of getting us the blue exotic resource that we need to build the media conglomerate, which will give us a lot more influence with other players, with the neutral factions. Then I'm going to grab ice processing facility plus Arctic development so we can really develop the ice world. The ice mercantile mandate takes a very, very long time to pay itself off. The 25% increase in the commerce of this world, in a world that doesn't make that much commerce, really. But yeah, I'm going to get 25 more Garda flak frigates to fill out this fleet. 100 Garda flak frigates will do a lot of work for me. I need to keep my military command, my fleet power up. So what do they got here? They got 500 fleet supply. Yeah, it looked like they were thinking about jumping in on us again. Let's talk to Pranast United and get the unassailable fortress. We'll add it to this volcanic world. It gives it a huge health pool. Like, huge. A very hard planet to break in the mid-game now. Could be really good for us to jump in here and start fighting. What did they have on the defense side? Some Gauss defense platforms and hangar defenses. All right, my first hangar defense is up. That's going to give me some strike craft. These things are also super tanky. 1,000 health, 2,000 hull. Compared to the 800, 1,200, and 750, 1,000. So pretty good. Plus the strike craft are really powerful. All right, we got the blue resource that we need in order to get the media conglomerate. We are just waiting for the research, but I can begin this. And what this will do will give this planet an extra 10% culture rate on top of +1 influence per broadcast center. And now the only real question is, do we go for the ice processing facility for the surface mining rate and the influence recharge rate? Or do we save up for the regional government office to be able to plonk 2 more broadcast centers down here and get a higher influence cap? I think I prefer the higher influence cap. So I think that's going to be our main focus of our economic development. I'm going to grab the regional government and unlock orbital development initiative as well. So my civilian tech tree is kind of busy for a long time. My capital is in a pretty safe place, so I'm going to start upgrading the research rate of this world so that we can churn our way through this civilian technology. The other thing that we're going to want is the 10% culture rate boost plus interstellar commerce to actually benefit more from that culture. Let's get ourselves another pirate looting crew, and I'm going to attach this one to the carrier because I want my ships to generate revenue from fighting. I think that's the thing that will make me stand out against the enemy. We've got 5 hangar bays here. We could build 5 more. In my capital, I'm going to queue up another set of 10 Solsarak exploration corvettes. Or sorry, Prova scout corvettes. There's the ice processing facility, but I think instead we're going to go for the regional government office to maximize the influence pump from this planet. We got research development of the capital. Let's go for the research rate 2. That's going to be another 10% research rate. It means we finish through any of this tech that we're researching just that little bit quicker. Since the regional government office is also going to give us base commerce credit income, I think it does become kind of worth it to get this ice mercantile mandate. It will take a very long time for this to pay itself off, but it is passive throughput in my economy. And it will pay itself off eventually, right? And I am playing to sort of sit back and defend myself. I went on the offensive. I won some early military skirmishes. Now we're just chilling. I'm really looking forward to stealing this asteroid from the orange player and hopefully baiting him into attacking me. But for now, we're sitting back and building up. This Solsarak, I'm going to disable its scouting and send it to Serpieri. This Solsarak, I'm going to disable your scouting and send you to Palisana. Okay, there's a phase jump inhibitor at a red planet somewhere. Oh wow, okay, all the way over there. Okay, so they're building up their defenses, and I will send you over to Novalis. We should be able to jump in here and wreck these, particularly if we can get our Gauss frigates. All right, research rate upgrade on our capital world. Let's go for research 3. That's going to increase our research rate again. And we also got civilian research, the Arctic development, so we can continue to develop this ice world. I'm going to go for commerce and mining because those are going to pay off the fastest. Then I'm going to hold down Alt to auto buy the metal to get logistics 3, and then I'm going to hold down Alt to get the these broadcast centers up. We do have the media conglomerate now, which means we shall be able to get a lot. Now, one thing I could do is if I refund the civic university, I could then go for the ice processing facility, which would give us surface mining and influence, and then just sacrifice one broadcast center for 2 civic research stations, or build civic research around like this Laufam over here, which could very easily serve as an economic and tech world for me, because it's very much so in the back, and I think that is the purpose it's going to serve. And I think I will make that change, but just it's a transition, right? We gotta transition to that sort of thing. I'm gonna balance out my trade a little bit because I'm a little bit heavy on crystal, a little bit heavy on credit, and a little bit light on metal. So I'm going to go a little heavier on metal just to get that income coming in. There we go. We've unlocked the regional government. Now we can't build it here until this planet's level 10. So we do need to develop it a little bit faster. And speaking of faster planetary development, rapid development here will be incredibly useful because that'll lower the planet development time by 10%. So I'll go ahead and put that to the front of the queue so we can get that done and dusted. And so in order to get to level 10, I'm going to add another 2 levels of research in here, which will get us basically the ultimate form of this planet. It's a big investment. But then we can queue up the regional government office, which will give us +2 extra civilian orbital slots, which is ideal. They are building an Argonav starbase over here. Understandable. It's a great building. It's basically a stationary capital ship, and I should probably start considering doing the same around some of my more important worlds, basically my frontline ones. So let's start building the broadcast centers that we want. Established our culture and our capital finally, which is getting us that little bit of a boost of money. So every time your culture spreads from a planet and then goes to another planet, I believe it is divided by 3. So like 3 broadcast centers here is worth 1 broadcast center here, which is worth 1/3 of a broadcast center here, which is worth less than that here, right? So it's kind of like, it's a diminishing thing. Now, somebody else's culture has been established on our planet here, which I don't love, but that's not our focus. Our focus is on the development of this ice world a little bit. We got rapid development. I'm going to grab volcanic development too, so we can start developing this volcanic world in the back here. We would like to do a similar sort of thing where we build this up. This one, I'm thinking it might be more of a resource or tech area. I think it's safely nestled in the back, so it would make a great tech world. Combined with a little bit of trade portage. I'm going to take reputation level 3 with the pirates, which will allow me to start doing pirate wagers whenever I have the influence for it. And that will get me just a small injection of cash from the pirates. So pirates, very much so economically focused, usually about combat too. But I am focused on other things right now, which is building up my economy. Now, talking about building up my fleet, on the other hand, I'm going to want 5 Hisho robotics cruisers to start being able to repair this fleet on the fly. We can't let our fleet numbers dwindle, so I'll get myself some Kalev Gauss frigates as well. They don't do a huge amount of DPS, like 10 of them do 75 DPS, but it is 75 DPS with Pierce 600, so it is 75 true damage to any of those big ships that we're going to be coming up against. You might be wondering why I haven't captured this asteroid. It's because I'm worried about it potentially attracting the attention of other players, so I'm just playing it nice and chill. In terms of research, I do think there are a few researches in here that are super worth it for me to get. Namely, I think it would be very worth it for me to get fortified superstructure plus the combat repair system, which will allow my ships to regenerate hull in battle and also to burst heal their hulls. This allows you to counter enemy focus fire. I'm a big fan of putting this on every single one of my capital ships so that they can tank for me in turn. I also want a Dunov battlecruiser or 2, but actually I could build one right now. Hell yeah, let's go. Dunov battlecruiser on the way. So it's hour 11 minutes now. So in approximately 10 to 15 minutes, that asteroid will come into range of us. So we have 10 to 15 minutes to be ready to fight that thing. And I definitely want to be ready to fight it. So I will queue up a whole bunch more Kalev Gauss frigates and then fill the rest with Hoshiko cruisers, because I think that's the maximum fleet size I can get, 1,000 fleet supply. And we should be able to jump in here and cause an awful mess of the enemy situation. Now, Leifheim here in the back is going to be a bit of a tech world, but I also need it to be my refinery. I don't have a good place in my refinery right now. That doesn't feel good. Something I can do as a stopgap between having to get a refinery is to do surveys on my lava worlds, which I will do really quick so I can get those juicy exotics. So the stopgap towards building things. My Dunov battlecruiser, I'm going for energy transfer. His job is to keep shields up. I'm also going to grab a looting crew on him. Again, I want all of my capital ships to be when they're fighting, they're generating revenue for me. I'm going to grab a single Garda flak frigate and send it into the Lautaro so that we can discover what's going on in there. All right, there is ICE Commerce Credit Income Rate, which is great. Giving us that little bit of a boost to our credit income. In Laufheim, we got our logistics upgrade. I'm going to build 2 civic research stations here to allow me to get rid of the Civic University in here. I'm going to drop the Civic University. I'll get an injection of money from that. I'm going to build the ice processing facility so that we get that surface mining rate plus the influence recharge rate, which will allow me to interact with minor factions faster. 15% is a big recharge rate. Right now, we have 0.63 point generation per minute. Another 15% will bring that up to like 0.75-ish, 0.7. And there's really good things to grab here with enough influence. So where's my colony frigate? Go grab this asteroid for me. I think it's safe now. I have a big enough fleet and I'm not too worried. I'll use my capital shipyards to build more Prova Scout corvettes. Prova Scout corvettes will get me a lot of knowledge. Okay, so we got the ice processing facility. That's going to mean that Melanthios is making us a ton of crystal. Approximately, let's see here, 2.3 crystal per second. Really good. No metal though. And a little bit of credit. In terms of civilian research, I think it would be good to go for addictive consumerism plus interstellar commerce, because this is a faction-wide bonus of 15% more commerce income. Very powerful. Malhotra over here, I'm likely to build as a ship production facility and fortress world, owing to the fact that it's on the front line. Okay, Ikeda, the asteroid, I'm going to build up its defense before anything else. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hangar bays, nestled nice and close and safe. Keep this asteroid safe, and then we'll go for the eco return on that. And now we can go broadcast center. And then I have one civilian slot left over that I may as well pop into a civic research slot, just so that we have the SIDAR. Speaking of SIDAR, I should probably research SIDAR. SIDAR is basically allows your civic and military research stations to see incoming jumps. So that seems like it's a good thing to pick up. Almost ready to invade that asteroid. On top of SIDAR, I definitely want to get efficient generators to allow my ships to regenerate more antimatter and have higher max antimatter. All right, so there's civilian research, the plus 10%, or addictive consumerism, which plus 10 culture. And then in Laufheim, 3 military research stations. I also want to upgrade this planet. I got Commerce 1 to get 2 credits per second. It's going to take a long time to build this planet up. And then I'll get Mining 3 to get 2.9 metal per second. I definitely want to build the geothermal smelter, just because it's a 25% mining metal rate increase. Oh shoot, here they are. So how we fight this battle is actually very important. Let me make sure, yeah, you've got your abilities on autocast, you've got your abilities on autocast. So they're set to engage anywhere. We are losing the hangars already, but that's okay. My battle cruiser's in position. Now here comes the big moment here. I want to hit you. I want to hit the Akan battle cruiser with my channeled missile ability, okay? I'm going to slow down time, and we're going to watch this enemy fleet have a really bad day as wave after wave of missile comes at them. I'm also going to grab my construction ships here and start building new hangar bays. How many construction ships do you have? I think there's 2 here, so 2 at a time close to the planet. My Gauss frigates, I'm going to target fire the Akan battlecruiser. Oh baby, look at those missiles. You go ahead and take Fusillade. Oh, big AoE damage coming in. 25 volleys of missiles. Obliterating. Boom, 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 boom. Yes. The Takaro has leveled up. You're all in on fighters. Make sure we build stuff faster. Mass production, go. My Garda flak frigates are providing defense in the area. My Hoshiko repair cruisers absolutely should not be at the front line here. You guys need to pull back just a smidge behind the main lines. The Gauss frigates doing the work on that Akan battlecruiser. The waves of Gauss. I think the enemy front line has melted. And the good news is we went for the Garda flak frigate spam, which basically counters carriers anyway. This Akan battlecruiser is about to go down. Speaking of Akan battlecruisers, we would really like to build one of our own ones of those, because that's a ship that's really good at giving fire rate boosts. And look at all that money we're making from this battle too. Now they are sieging the planet, but that's okay. I'm gonna grab my... Yeah, it looks like they're starting to retreat. Just sick. Fire a concussive bolt at this guy to disable him. Chase him down. Don't let him get away. I have slowed the game down, by the way, to make things more interesting. Let's move those Garda frigates forward. Dude, chase him. Don't just let him get away. But yeah, Gauss frigates just shred. Okay, we're going to get the disable off. And it's going to be the hit that kills him. Boom. He is now disabled, unable to escape. My ships are floating in. Gauss frigates, we're going to rotate you. Take on the Sova carrier. We've got a lot of enemy Garda frigates coming in here too. You guys need to rush forward. Flak frigates get in on top of the enemy. The Dunov battlecruiser, grab energy transfer plus EMP charge. We want to have antimatter superiority. Look at these waves of flak frigates just coming in, dude. Oh, this is the game at its most beautiful. Captured that. I need you to counter capture this so they can't steal their own wreckage. If you can yoink the wreckages... no, they're going to get it, I think. Unlucky. Okay, they captured their own wreckage, which is fine. Carrier, though, is taking Gauss. I'm going to increase the speed again. But that was fun, eh? Playing it on slow speed, watching the volleys of Gauss just... The Dunov battlecruiser trying to save the Sova carrier as the Cobalt light frigates fall beneath a wave of point defense. Make sure you take these guys out. And the Akan... Or, sorry, the Coal battleship keep fighting. Oh my god, the money we are making here. Make those carrier hangar bays. Okay, we're capturing the Akan loot. Dunov battlecruisers under target by our Gauss frigates. Let's up speed a little. Your armor is down. Fire off that radiation warhead. Bring these guys forward a little bit. Where's my Dunov battlecruiser? Get over there and assist. Fire off a concussion round. And then I'm going to pull you back a little bit. Are you being repaired? You are. Yeah, the Akan battlecruiser should be getting goused. Wait, who's getting goused? It's you, the Dunov. Whoa! Switch your target. Yeah, get him. Get him, get him, get him, get him. Don't let that coal battleship work us over, you know what I mean? Let's get our whole fleet on the Akan battlecruiser to see if we can finish it off. It's all a very small amount of damage, but it is a very consistent amount. See if we can get a concussion shot off on him to stun him so he can't escape. Okay, he did escape. Unlucky. Let's hit up the coal battleship. Now, what I need to do is I need to come back to Laufheim and build... shoot, I can't afford an exotic refinery. So what I need to do is to start surveying more planets. I'll survey you 3 times. Our fleet supply has dipped a little bit, but it's nothing too crazy. I'm going to replace that with Hashiko cruisers. I think they will actually serve us better than anything else. We are getting enemy levels. Do not let them capture that loot. They got it. Wasn't paying attention. Sova carriers going down though. So this is the moment where we press the attack. Do not let them escape. Control tab, do not move in formation. Don't bother. I'll leave my Sova carrier back here to collect this loot. But the rest of my fleet is going to jump and keep fighting. Press the attack. Don't let them get away with that. And then in Malthora, I'm going to build an exotic refinery plus 2 light factories so that I can consistently reinforce. Why would you put them there? Why would you put them there? It's like the worst place. These are like the things that you want to defend. Put them at the back, bro. 2 light factories plus an exotic refinery. It's not where I want to build my exotic refinery. I just need one. Now we're going to build the regional government office back here. I want 1 more military research station and another exotic refinery. That's what I was planning on doing here, but I just need I need the ability to create exotics because it's becoming a bit of a bottleneck for me. In terms of economic research, I think getting huge cargo holds for a single point here, we get 25% more eco from trade. I'm very curious to see where we land and what we're fighting. Got an Argonav starbase that has hangar bays. Let's make sure we kill the enemy ships. Dunov battlecruiser, I want you to back off. They're sieging the planet, which is a really interesting choice. Although I have shit ton of strike craft, which should, I think, be able to hold this off. Alright, so where are the enemy big ships that we were fighting? Did they jump away? I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to take my Gauss frigates and target fire the Argonav. I'm going to fire a big wave of missiles here. I know your shields are down. Where is my coal battleship? I need you to focus. Yeah, kill those defenses. This is what you're good at. And then go get the Argonav. Garda flak frigates, go stand on top of these enemy carriers. Keep concussion charging. Okay, that's not a valid target. How's my planet doing? Yeah, I think the hangar defenses will be able to clean this up, so we should be fine. But let's get the Argonav. Let's get these guys in a nice array of battle. Coal battleship, you take these out. My Gauss frigates are shredding this thing's armor. My Hashiko repair frigates should stand behind my poor little Garda flak frigates that are getting wrecked here. Let's go to military tier 3 so we can finally get shields on our frigates. That'll be nice. The coal battleship has leveled up, which is great. Now remember, I'm getting money from these fighting. this combat. Let's grab a pirate wager. Plus, it would be good to start building towards the Vidorak transport cabal's phase gates. All right, I'm going to pop back to this planet back here. Strikecraft are very hard to deal with, it seems. But 20 wings just skredding. What I really need is this. Where is it? There's an ability that makes me be at peace with the pirates. Sordid Intel and Truce Among Rogues. So if I get both of these, the pirates will be at peace with me. So maybe they'll stop raiding me. Because I think they're continuously reinforcing. Stupid hangar defenses are in the wrong spot. Be a great way to level up a ship, but it's just like not what's happening. We are going to break the Argon of Starbase, which is good news. It's no longer fighting. Look at these strike craft just getting melted by our Guard of Flak wave. It's like a giant ball of Daka. Made a lot of money from combat here, which is great, but we are going to have to go back, I think. Oh, they're bombing the planet. How annoying. Let's get another level of defense. I'll build some more hangar bays. A couple of my ships leveled up from killing the Argon of Starbase. We'll go for energy transfer level 3. It's going to restore even more shields. It's a great way for the Dunov battlecruiser to support my fleets. I should definitely get pillaged war chest so I can get money from blowing up planets. Yeah, it's annoying that the pirates have decided that I'm the guy they want to attack. I think that's just like kind of bad luck. Like a timing thing. I should probably pick up derelict specialist so that I kind of capture these. I think that works on these, right? Shipwreckage loots. I think it works for that. I think our strike craft has gotten control of this battle now. I'm loving the sheer amount of missile fire and other fire. Our fighters get us air superiority or strike craft superiority, and then the bombers actually take out the enemies. Let's build another hangar here. We got the asteroid under control. Fantastic. I'll probably slap down a thing now. So we can see whatever the pirates are doing across the map, which is cool. But what we really want is Truce Among Rogues, so they will stop attacking or raiding me. We got military research, credits gained per damage. We definitely would like to unlock the pirate mercenary bases. I'm going to go ahead and get black market suppliers so that I can get 2 Andvar, which will then lead to me being able to build the pirate mercenary bases. And that's going to be how we remax and build up our fleets. I'm going to queue up an Argonev star base right here. I'm going to get defense. I'm going to get 2 retrofit bays to keep things safe in here. That will repair the Argonev. And then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 hangar bays to protect. Oh yeah, we're killing enemy trade ships and getting money from it. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing right there. Okay, the pirates have decided that they're at peace with me. Perfect. That technology has done wonders for us. I'm going to build the Center for Human Doctrine here. That's going to be a 10% speed and weapon damage for all stuff in this area. And then I'm tempted to get a media conglomerate and go like hard into broadcast centers, get like double broadcast center in here. I will get the mining. But yeah, I want to be ready to jump out, but I don't want to jump out until the Argonev is built. Pirates are chill with me. That's good news. So there is the retrofit bay, which will keep this thing repaired. It'll be able to fire off a repair beam every 5 seconds. So you will want to kill these first and they can repair each other, which makes them quite tanky. On top of that, actually, I want favorite client discount to make it cheaper to buy stuff, and I want commercial districts to make me get more money from selling stuff. All right, so to open up with the Galvanov starbase here, the Argonev, I'm going to build defensive overhaul 1 plus auxiliary hangar 1. And this will turn this into just a little bit of a more bumpy roadblock for people to try and overcome. Now that it's built, I'm going to go for this asteroid, see if we can take it. The other thing that I want to research is bigger fleets. So I'm going to research advanced supply control. That will require me, though, to actually print an exotic. I'm going to upgrade the logistics of Malhotra, and I'm going to delete the exotic refinery in here because I want this to be a fleet production powerhouse. That way, I'm also going to grab Commerce 1 and Mining level 3. So the second we jumped out, they started looking to fight me in here, which means I'm going to jump back in for battle. We've got our pirate base tech now, so we can start building those. They do cost Andvar, which is the yellow. Let's add our asteroids to the overview. These are going to be where we spawn our pirate fleets. I'll add that to control 3 so I can select my asteroids really easily. Very annoying for them to have jumped in exactly when they decided to. Literally as I left. Make sure you take out the siege frigates. Don't let them kill our base. My fleet's in the pipe. We're coming back. They got 600 supply in here. I've got 1,000 jumping in. In theory, my Argonev should be able to hold with its 130 armor. The most important thing that I can do is to take out those siege frigates. God, my fleet is so far away. But this is why we build the Argonev. It makes things hard to take. We're going to need another defensive overhaul. I'm going to queue that up. And another hangar bay. I'll queue that up as well. But my fleet has landed in the pipeline. The first thing we're going to do is with our robotics cruiser, with our Gauss frigates, we're going to take out the enemy Marza Dreadnought. Then I'm going to dump on this Dunov battle cruiser a huge battery of missiles. Let's get our Garda flak frigates into the center of the enemy formation, where they can do the most good against strike craft. Whose shields are down? The Dunov. Fire a concussion at the Dunov battle cruiser so it can't go anywhere. And I have my Gauss frigates working on it. Big volleys of Gauss coming in. We should see its health go down rapidly when the next volley hits. There we go. And our Garda flak frigates have done their job sweeping away the enemy forces. I'm going to send them over to the carriers so that they can start to clean those up. Let's get all of these to attack the coal battleship. Finest hour. Go do your stuff. The Galvanov is in good shape. Let me build that retrofit bay behind you, sir. Ooh, interesting. Hostile forces arrived at this asteroid. The guy we're fighting just built a Titan. That's an issue because I don't have Ogrovs yet. Guess what I need? Ogrovs. And I'm being attacked by another player. Let me go through my capital ships and make sure that we get the combat repair system. Alright, enemy carriers have been dealt with. Let's jump in over here. I don't even know who this guy's going to attack. I think he's going for orange, which is baffling. I need to get to military 4. Let me have a look. Where do I have logistics? No logistics here. I have a little bit of logistics in my capital. Yeah, the only place I really have any logistics left is a smidge around my capital. What I could do is if I build a regional government office plus ba-bam, ba-bam, 4 military research stations, I can get myself pretty close. And then if I add a military research... Oh God, I don't want to do that though. I'll add a couple of military research bases here. These guys are having a really bad day. I'm going to go for defensive overhaul 3 on this Argonauts, although that's actually very expensive. It will take a very long time to get. Instead, I'll go for the next auxiliary hangar. Amazingly, we're killing so many of these guys. Build some light ship factories around here, which is the plan, because we want to be able to flood ships from here. And I also want the geothermal smelter. Queue up military 4 because we need the Ogrov torpedo thing to be able to take out Titans. God, their whole fleet is getting shreked. Now, let's refill our fleet supply with pirate base call-ins. And the really cool thing about the pirate corsairs is they're mixed combat roles, right? So like this is a light ship with light autocannons that also has PD. And then we've got this pirate corsair that has medium autocannons, medium missiles, all this sort of stuff. So basically lets me print pirate fleets, which means I don't need quite as much ship construction. It allows me to turn money into ships. I'm going to let them jump in here, fight for a bit, and I'm going to stand behind them while I regather my fleet. In the meantime, Lautaro's, I'm curious actually, I don't think you can put an unassailable fortress on an asteroid. But what might be nice would be a couple of media conglomerates. So I tell you what I'll do is I'll go logistics plus media conglomerate plus double broadcast center plus 1 orbital civic research thing. I'm having trouble getting crystals, so let me go ahead and shift away from money, because I get money from fighting, and shift towards getting the other resources. So we'll be able to get our culture flowing from here. I've got masses of Gauss frigates coming in that I will be able to use to fight my enemies. Now, I think we're still waiting for a lot of Endurium to get printed, but I want the regional government office to be at the top of that queue. Hostile forces have arrived at the asteroid again, and it's the Titan. Oh, he might actually have a bad time against these point defense. I wouldn't say he's having a bad time, but he's not getting to do whatever he wants. Oh, he's jumping towards us. Let's get ready to fight him then. I think he's coming for us. I think we're starting to finally push back on the culture in here, now that we've got a single broadcast center. Maddest culture is retreating. I've had to play so carefully here, which is spooky. A good military research here would be Sidar. A lot of... Oh, the Titan is back. Oh boy. Now, it is only a level 1 Titan, and it is unsupported. And this is a lot of stuff. You know what? Where are these gas giants spinning? It might be worth it for me to jump in on this gas giant and see what I can do. God, I love these giant hangar bays. Just doing work for me. I'm going to build another one of those over here eventually, but for now we need to be safe. We need to be careful. I'm going to drop 2 trade ports back here because I need another exotic refinery. Having 2 is big, and I'm going to get myself a civic research station. And then I'll just pick up the geothermal smelter, which will just give me a little bit of metal over time from this planet. And then I'll take research level 3 because we have a really strong economy right now. So we have a ton of potential. Oh, this is really cool. I think these guys are like hunting down that Anculon Titan, which is an interesting event. I'm going to go ahead and go for gas giant colonization, and I'm going to move that Andvar to the front of the queue. And then the thing that I need for military 4 will go right after that. Yeah, it looks like they jumped through here and here, but they're like fighting over my domain. It'd be kind of neat if Argonav star bases could level up, give them like some abilities. Just like passives. Like a nice passive could be ace fighter pilots, you know, small buff to your fighters. All right, yeah, so he's in control of this planet. I think we're going to try to raise it really fast. Now, the Ankulon Titan is a very powerful ship that can turn the tides of battle very easily. So that's something we need to be considering. Okay, the Titan has jumped out. I think we're getting a lot of value out of this asteroid base. They're like fighting over something. I think I can steal a gas giant here. Gas giants are great economic hubs. They have a ton of mining nodes around them. But they're also great potential trading bases. Now, something I haven't researched yet, and probably should, is both trade ship sensors and light trade escorts, so that I can actually protect my trade ships. Now, the Frontier Adaptation Lab, if I could get this, it would be huge, because it's an extremely slot-efficient civilian research. I'm expecting it to go for like 11 influence, but if I could yoink it, that'd be nice. Ooh, a Dunov. Was that my Dunov? No. Go grab that. I didn't realize there was a Dunov here that we just killed. That's fun. They're landing on my asteroid. This poor guy's having a really bad day. And their reinforcements are getting cut off by my hangar bay battery over there. This asteroid is actually a very strong weak point. As in, like, if someone were to abuse it, I would be in a lot of trouble. So I'm going to build a Argonav starbase over there to start adding a little bit of defense. We cleared out the gas giant so that we can start to get it ourselves. Okay, gas giant colonization is complete. And we now own the gas giant. I think the first thing that we want to do in here is to get some defenses up. So I'm going to go straight into defenses and build hangar bays galore. Like just 10 hangar bays. Really, really useful. Really good defense. But now we need to jump in and protect this because they are actually going for it now. They have decided that my Argonav needs to die. And I want my fleet to jump in formation. They're bringing 800 supply of ships with a Titan. Now, one thing we need to be really careful about is not having the mass of our fleet too close to the Colossus, because it has this really powerful AoE ability. Right now it has furious defenses, which it makes it just really hard to kill. So we should probably focus on killing everything but it. Right, the shields are down on my Argonav. Let's go ahead and start the repair process so it's already regenerating health. They have to break that armor repair. All right, is my fleet ready to jump? My fleet has just jumped, and our defenses are well underway. You can't put an unassailable fortress in here, unfortunately, but that's okay. Oh, they're bringing torpedo cruisers. That's what I need. Okay, so I need my Kalev Gauss cruisers to shoot them. I need my Marza Dreadnought to stun this guy so that we can get the kill on him. Come on, bro, get the stun. Turn faster, please. There we go, there's the stun. Channel the missile swarm. The stun went off. His health is going down. Okay, he got out. Now, we don't necessarily want to follow. I do like how the missiles go off into the phase lane. Very, very ambitious of them. This is a very interesting reinforcement direction you guys are going on. All right, do I feel safe and ready to go? What do they got in here? They got an Argonav. I think I'm going to try and steal this gas giant over here from under their nose. This gas giant is becoming heavily fortified, and in order to actually exploit it, I'm going to need orbital extraction protocols. So I'm going to research all of these things to be able to use it as a economic base here, and it will be a really great economic base, the metal extraction. Although the other thing I could do is to set it up as a trade post, which is also not a bad move. They decided to jump in again. Well, then I'll jump in again. Their carrier is vulnerable, so why don't you guys go and pause bombers, go and get that carrier. This should be a fairly easy kill for you guys. All right, my fleet is jumping in. Shields are down on the starbase. What we need are the Gauss frigates to focus fire on the Titan to get its health down a little bit to spook him. Gauss frigates, I'm going to get everybody to target this coal battleship. I'm going to hit him with that concussion bomb too. So yeah, he's going to have a really bad day here in a moment. Bad day confirmed. Oh, look at all that DACA and the missiles coming in. Okay, so that's him dead. Now, something I definitely want to do is come in here, and I think I'm going to destroy 3 of these light factories in favor of building a Titan foundry. But I will need to get cornium forging, which will give me a windfall of cornium. I'm a little bit worried about my capital being attacked, so let's go for defense, get some of those hangars going, and we'll also build an Argonav here because my capital is open to attack from here, and I don't like that. Military research, I definitely want better damage, better armor, and it's time to upgrade our shielding. Then we want cruiser shield refits if we can get them, so there we go. Where are my Garda flak frigates? Go get them. So I think they're trying to jump in here to reinforce, but I have them cut off. Our hangars are doing great work over here. I really, really need interstellar supply lines. Whew. Okay, we're a little bit, you know, a little bit chaotic here in this free-for-all, but you know, I think things are working kind of okay. We've got like big damage that's shrekking enemy fleets. We're making money from those kills. I think the big thing would be if I could get my own Titan, and also it'd be amazing if I could get an Akan battlecruiser to help out. Dude, this is just chaotic, whatever the fuck is going on over here. This is chaotic as hell right there. Whatever this is, I don't like it. All right, we're scooping up wreckages though, which means we don't need to print quite as much stuff. Tell you what I'm going to do. I still have some planetary surveys and some research to get. In Malhotra, I'll get the research up. I'll survey my asteroids. Dude, I am so out of crystals right now. Logistics. There's 3 + 4. I need 7 logistics in here to be able to build the crystal extractors I need. And then I'll grab the metal extractors. And then I will build orbital mining control to get more money from this. My coal battleship is leveled up. We'll get adaptive force field level 3. So this thing does 45% more damage and takes 45% less. Very, very efficient ship now. I think the big thing for me would be if I could get a pirate raid to hit up their central bases. So I'm trying to think tactically, what could I do? And I think just keeping my fleet here is honestly not a bad move. Oh my god, he's firing off that torpedo. Holy crap, that torpedo needs to take some point defense to go down. And I genuinely think it might be a good idea for me to trade out some of my fleet. And something I need to research now is reactive armor to get my ships extra armor and missile defense. So we're going to prepare to jump in here, and if they jump behind me, if they bounce jump me, that's fine. Let me have a look at my capital. Yeah, we've got all our hangars coming up. One thing we should definitely research is point defense for our hangars, because we have a lot of them, and the point defense makes them even better at protecting against incoming missiles, protecting against all sorts of stuff. Okay, so they are counter jumping with some of their fleet. Oh, possibly their whole fleet. That's not very important. Let's try to kill that Titan while we can. Okay, he's not valid for stuns, but we've already broken his shields. His armor will be much harder to break, but not impossible. Can be done. As long as he doesn't get this disruption matrix ability, we're good. Come on, get that Titan kill. It's important. Precision target him. Okay, we've almost broken his armor. His furious defense is not working. Oh, it might work. It might work. Masked up Gauss might work. Oh, he's running. He's panicking. He's panicking. He doesn't know what to do. I don't have gravity warhead. We're going to be chasing this guy down, by the way. We cannot let him escape. Get every strike craft we have on that. Yeah, annoying that you can't stun him with the, 5,000 health. Oh, he's going down. He's going down with 1,000 health. 1,000 health. Let's get him. Let's get him. Let's go! We killed the enemy Titan. Quickly claim that wreckage. That's worth so much experience. 1,000 experience and an Endurium and a Cornium. Oh, damn. That is a massive coup. I don't like that this asteroid is passing through dangerous areas. Those hangar defenses up. And then an Argonev as well. Right, they're trying to run, escape, or go somewhere, but we might be able to get a few kills as they escape. Fire a concussion if you can. It doesn't matter at who, just like fire one. The concussion charge is so hard to get off, it feels like. It's so awkward of an ability. I don't like that I'm still missing an Akan battlecruiser, but that's not the end of the world. Pirate level 4, so we can start sending pirate raids. But yeah, our goal will be to take this volcanic world from them, because that's where they were launching a lot of battles. Oh god, they're going to this. Are they going for my capital? It'd be crazy if they were. Like, it would be a genius move to go for my capital right now. But I did just kill your Titan. It's so interesting watching the AI. Like, I don't know what their priorities are, but they're like going around the map and fighting each other over like asteroids and all this sort of crazy stuff. So it looks like there's going to be a huge battle around Malhotra, and it's not ready for that battle. Their empires are like intertwined in madness, and I'm like gobbling up the scraps that are left over. You're not done for, you're fine. Your shields are still okay. Now, we've got some hostile forces around here, but it's honestly nothing that our strike craft shouldn't be able to deal with. With my carrier, I'm going to try and get him a reserve squadron hangar so he can have more strike craft. Very much so went for the anti-strike craft carrier. Oh my god. The giga battle is unfolding around my lava planet. I don't know if I'll be able to kill this lava planet in time, but what I can do is definitely claim all the souls and the resources from there before we leave. Destroying all this will be valuable. Enemies built a Titan. We do need to go save that lava world. Come on guys, clean up here, clean up. Alright, we're going to move out now. Yeah, these hangar bays, I mean, they do a lot, but I mean, they're not unstoppable, right? So upgrading this gas giant. Definitely going to build an Argonev starbase here to protect this planet. And I really, really, really want to get to civilian tech level 4. So this could make a great tech planet, but I think we need to just sit back for a little bit, play defensively. I will get familiar territory, giving me 10% movement speed inside my culture. So my capital, the only place you can connect to my capital is through this mad asteroid that is like, this asteroid has caused the most chaos in the entire game. Genuinely. Yeah, I got to abandon my holdings out here because we don't like that the planet is under siege. It will take a long time to blow it up because of the unassailable fortress, which is nice, but it'll be a while before we can jump. My poor factory world is under assault, and we're losing military capacity. Military research capacity, that is. I will grab Gauss reload and better reaction chaining. About ready to jump. Come on, let's go. We need to reinforce this planet. Here comes the jump. Feels good. All right, they've killed all of our defenses, our static defense around here, and we're about to warp in. This is my planet, bro. I don't even know what I can do with these. I think I just have to let them be their own, like... sit pretty out there, spinning into the void, doing their own thing. I got to secure my homelands. It's like absolute chaos unfolding in the galaxy. So I think they've detected my jump, and now they're trying to leave after having done a bunch of damage to Malhorda. But this does just mean I need to sit pretty on this spot for a little while I rebuild it. I'm going to put a frontier adaptation lab on this planet, and then go to civilian tech 4. And I'm also going to grab commercial appropriation, which will spread my culture from planets with at least level 3 commerce. Our fleet is under attack. Let's see if we can't get a kill on a Sova carrier real quick. Unfortunately, my Marza Dreadnought can't turn fast enough to drop the ability I need it to. Okay, my asteroid over here is under siege. We need to increase our bastion capabilities. Planet actually being under siege isn't that important if it's only a small fleet. What we definitely need to do in here is to build an Argonev, and then a whole bunch of things around it to protect it. We'll get that rebuilt up, and then we need to go take Thrasimede. Right, the Argonev is built in here, and it's slowly building up its power. Take the Center for Human Doctrine. I don't know, is that buff going? It's the only way to check is with these guys. They have that buff, so that's fine. I'm going to grab Expedited Permits, which will make my orbital structures build faster. Planets under siege. Yeah, it would be nice if I could build the planetary shielding array. It's not that important. I'm not expecting small little fleets like this to actually be able to take this without serious concerted effort. Giant orange fleet jumping over here, and we're working on if I can secure Thrasimede and make it a super fortress. When it spins around the galaxy, that'll be useful. But yeah, I have not been losing fleet supply, which is like pretty damn good. So how long will Thrasimede be in spin? For a long time. But yeah, my empire is going to clash with this structure over here. Planets. I think that's why these guys are clashing, is because these planets like orbited past each other. So like the situation on the system was a lot more flexible and dynamic than anyone was really expecting. Ooh, I would love to get that Endurium stockpile, but I think what I will do instead is send a pirate raid to this. Okay, I cannot. So instead I'll start working towards getting my phase gates from the transport cabal. Yeah, the planet's under siege, but I don't think it's anything worth stopping our fleets over. Make sure we kill this thing. We just finished commercial appropriation, which is going to give us commerce boosts. And we just got civilian research tier up. I'm going to grab trade port culture and cultural monopolization, which will increase my culture rate. I'm going to grab foreign sabotage, which will lower my enemy's factory build time. I'm going to grab extreme xenophobia to get culture resistance, and also war reporter training to get more influence. Kind of just pushing this sort of policy agenda side of things. All right, nice. My ships are leveling up. Now, the Primacy late game is truly something to behold, and we will be able to do something extremely disgusting. It will take some time for us to set it up, but if we can set it up, it will be insane. I think what we do is we need to entrench, hunker down, finally clean up some of these things that we've been dealing with before we can kind of jump back here and start fighting over this cluster of planets. But yeah, let's deal with this planet real quick. So we definitely need more military research, but we're going to grab this asteroid and make it useful. We'll have to do a lot of investing to make it good, but it will be good. All right, so taking a look at the strategic situation in the galaxy, we've secured our homelands. We have a cluster of chaotic worlds over here. Lautaro does not make us a huge amount of money, but it's a pretty difficult to break planet, as is Tercinda. Tercinda, on the other hand, does make us a decent amount of cash from the metal asteroids, but it's not a huge amount, honestly. More so, this is a great positional fleet to have a lot of strike craft. All right, we got to go defend Malhotra again. And Thrasimede now belongs to me. So we're going to build up Thrasimede real quick. Commerce, mining. We're also going to go defense, logistics. We will build a couple of retrofit bays. a couple hangar defenses, an Argonev starbase. It'll have the Center for Human Doctrine to give the attack and damage boost as it spins around the galaxy. I'm thinking 2 broadcast centers, plus a civic research station, plus a media conglomerate. So this thing will just be churning away, building itself up over time. And the basic idea is that it's going to be a muscle of culture and rebellion. Yeah, they're breaking their way through our fleets, but they should be taking some losses. I also need to research the Harka heavy cruiser myself. I don't want them to kill my starbase if I can avoid it. Let me grab my Garda flak frigates and I'll put them on top of the enemy missile ships, because that's where they'll be the most effective. The Gauss frigates, on the other hand, don't auto-cast that because I don't think it's a very good ability. The Gauss frigates will focus on taking out the Marza. Yeah, there goes his health. Get wrecked, dude. Yeah, so you might be like, oh, the Garda flak frigates, they're not going to do much over here. They're completely eliminating the DPS of these guys and shredding them with their weaponry. Let's channel the missile barrage. Now, this is going to be an absolute fleet sweeper here. Let me switch you guys to engage anywhere. Oh, big damage. It is AoE damage, and it's bad. It's bad for the enemy fleet. They're losing a lot of dudes. Garda flak frigates, go take on the carriers here. Your job is to secure us strikecraft superiority. Somebody has been killed. The Hand of Illis was murked. He's like all the way over here. That guy's dead now. Which just means there's another fleet coming for me. Building a Khan battlecruiser. Okay, they threw our armor on who? Oh, on the Oskrov. Oh, okay. My gas giant. Oh yeah, they got a Titan there. It's got 8 Gauss cannons. I need it. Quickly. We don't have the military tech. Double military points. We need our own Titan. It's been too long. Enemies have the Titan for so long. Alright, we're clearing out these carriers. They can't deploy any fighters. They sit at the edge of space, getting shot by our Garda flak frigates, giving us superiority. To be fair, if you bring 1,000 fleet supply with a Titan, you should be able to break an Argonev starbase. But can I send a pirate raid there? Annoyingly, I cannot. Make friends with Pranast so I can call in their protection fleets. We've killed 1 capital ship here. Killed all 3 of their capital ships, so they should be panicking now. And our Garda flak frigates are just about to finish cleaning up whatever was over here. Yeah, guarding that resupply point is also amazing. Grab another military research station. I need to keep that strong. I will grab Coalition Association for extra influence points and expanded commerce mandate to improve the commercial district, which I'm then going to build on my capital, because I've been long delayed in actually building it. The commercial district will give us a 10% credit income rate, 25% once it's upgraded, but it'll also make it more cost efficient for us to sell resources. And that Ragnarav Titan is going to be spooky. I'm going to play it real safe until I can get that Titan up, and I can get the interstellar supply lines research done. I need my Titan. We've detected a Novolith warhead being fired by these guys over here. Jesus. Are there, like, is everyone the pirate faction? TEC Enclave, TEC Enclave, TEC Primacy. Okay, so the Iron Consortium are the guys. I'm going to make friends with the Jiskun Expeditionary Force. I need that scout vision that they have. I need to know what's been happening in the galaxy over the last 2.5 hours, but I've just been fighting and fighting and fighting. Oh, Jesus. While Thrasimede is spinning away, we'll grab all the defenses that we need in here. Our current tech rate is 165% faster. So we do research really fast. What I really need is that Titan, though. Yeah, they're landed now on this starbase. It will be a costly battle for them. Like, they won't get these kills for free. They're going to lose ships. But this is keeping them busy while I sit on my corner of the galaxy building my Titan. Just now starting the research for the Ragnarov. I need to look through my planets. I don't think I've managed to finish building them up the way that they need to be built. A Novolith cannon has just been fired again. Where is this one going? It's being fired over there. Okay. These guys have just gone crazy on the Novoliths. I don't even have that. The Novolith is like a giant anti-planet weapon. And in order to protect against it, we need the Argonev shield arrays. The shields are finally down in here. Yeah, look at this thing. It has 20 Gauss cannons. We need this. Their one's level 3, which is scary as hell. We do finally have a Rakan battlecruiser. I'm going to give him the combat repair system. And just for fun, we will also give him the looting crew so that our capital ships are always making money when they're fighting. That is the power of playing the piracy faction. Yeah, look at this starbase. Look at like the flak fire just gallivanting off its surface. Just brrr. Really, really sick. Really, really cool. Really pretty game. So let's queue up our Ragnarov Titan. We're finally building it. And then in order to kill the enemy's Titan, we're going to want the Ogrov torpedo cruiser en masse. In terms of civilian research, I'm going to grab nuclear strip mining and automated suborbital rigs. I'm also going to research just some of the stuff that we've kind of not bothered to get, but I will prioritize immense cargo hold. We're just going to fill out the tech tree a little bit here. Oh, they're jumping away. Interesting decision. They know it's going to start regenerating, right? Interesting. I could build a ship construction bay on this and then start blowing up this planet if I wanted to be a memer. Novolith cannon detected. Where's it going? Okay, as long as it's not being shot at me, I'm not angry. I think I need to start putting energy towards fighting the Corsul Armada. Now, the Corsul Armada is the Vasari Alliance. They fight a lot with bombers and stuff. So we're going to need to be ready. But we also have this volcanic planet spinning towards us. So we're going to be fighting on multiple fronts, which is a little bit scary. But our Titan factory is online. I'm going to research recharger droids for my Hashiko robotics cruisers so that they can recharge the antimatter of my capital ships while they support them. Pretty soon I'm going to start making a lot of Dunov battle cruisers because of their ability to rapidly refill the shields of any of the ships in my fleet. So there's immense cargo holds. We're getting a little bit more trade income. We don't make that much on trade. Mostly we've just made a lot of money because we've been really efficient in fighting the enemy. Ooh, we could go for this volcanic planet right here, and I think we should. No, we should wait for the Titan, but we shall line up on the edge here. How long until this links up? It's going to be a long time before that asteroid is a valid jump, actually. I'm going to go for the Jisgun Expeditionary Force Scout Vision ability. That will let me see what their scouts see, and that will allow me to have a better understanding of what's going on in the galaxy, right? They have a little scout over here, they have a scout over here, they have a scout here. So I can see, oh, like this huge fleet fighting over here, the Corsul Armada. So the Corsul Armada ships are over here. That means I feel safe that I can jump here because they're not going to come through this gravity well and get me. And they're not waiting for me when this thing spins into range. But I could go for a capital kill on them because this is their capital. And if I take that out and they haven't taken mobile rulership yet, it'd be bad news for them. Novolith cannon has been fired again. I need to put the Cornium to the front of the queue so that we can get that for the Ragnarov Titan. And I think I just need to jump without it, because otherwise we'll be waiting forever for this to be built. Who the fuck is Red? What is he doing here? Philopica colonists are here. It's the TEC Enclave. They have not managed to get stabilized in this gravity well, so we should be able to take on that starbase and even just, honestly, just blow up that planet really quick. I was not expecting to see those guys here. Right, we need hangar bays on you, plus you need better defenses. Yeah, I love it. I love that we're pillaging this planet to take it as our own. And we just popped that star base to get a derelict. Oh, yes. Where's my Akan battle cruiser? I need him to level up, so I'll get him to capture that. I want to get Inspiring Broadcast level 3 so we can get faster weapon reload. But this is a great opportunity. Are they coming to fight me? They could be. They have a phase jump inhibitor here, plus a bunch of ships. This is now my planet. First thing we do, we build up the defenses here. Ba-ba-bam, max out the defenses, and then just go all the hangar bays ever. I know hangar bays probably aren't the most efficient defense, but I really like them because they protect the whole gravity well. And it basically forces the enemy to bring point defense, or they're just going to be attritioned down by hangars. We also definitely want a starbase in here with the planetary shield array, maxed out defenses. Take a long time to build this Argonaut starbase, but once it's up, I'll feel pretty safe. Jesus, a Novolith cannon has been fired from Manilus. If they don't have... okay, they do have the planetary shield array, because if that thing gets hit by a Novolith, it's an instant death for an asteroid field. Instant death for an asteroid field, okay? Let's think about that. You're waiting for the Tauronite to be built. Speaking of strategics, I should totally have surveyed all my planets. Unlucky. But yeah, look at these little strike craft. Oh, nice colony frigate, bro. Let's get another scout vision click. I think having that scout vision is huge. So like, I know for a fact now that this huge 1600 supply fleet is over here instead of coming at me. And I see that they've invested heavily into carriers, and I have the exact thing that counters that, the Garda Flak Frigate Frontliner. Awesome. Ooh, the Frontier Adaptation Lab. I'm not going to be able to afford it, actually. But I want in this planet, though, well, I need to defend it first before I can really choose what I want to do with it, so I gotta wait till all this stuff is finished constructing. But I will do Logistics 1 and 2, so we get the stuff built faster. Because that'll add construction frigates, so we build the hangar defenses faster. Yeah, being able to see what's going on in the galaxy tanks to the Jisgun is really, really nice. Alright, they're firing the Novolith cannon again, which, oh, their prerogative. Wow, nobody bid on this. Damn, okay. Well, now I know I should always just put at least 1 point on. Which means I should always put 2 points on. Which means I should always put 3 points on. Because if I know that they know that I should put a point on, oh, my brain melts. Yeah, I think this is going to be my expansion direction to try to get control of this stuff over here. Where's my Titan at? He's still queued up. He's still under construction. He is under construction, though. 1, 2, 3, get our pirate fleets coming. Boom, pirate fleets go join. So the pirates are really awesome because they're actually unique ships that you can't get any other way. I really, really like the pirate ships. In terms of research, I'm going to go for advanced repair droids. That's going to give us better regeneration on our guys. Expert damage control is going to give us extra hull points, hull regeneration, and more crippled hull. Advanced maneuvering is going to make our capital ships move faster. Really nice stuff. And then I'll quickly grab antimatter engine plus volatile accelerants to sort of fill this out. One thing I would like to see an upgrade for things like the improved radiation bomb, a permanent version that has a cost per activation and maybe like a longer cooldown or something. I don't know. Be nice. Yeah, so the most important thing is that I can keep my ships alive. So things like reactive armor plus backup shield generators are really, really useful. That will be something we build on them, but not straight away. What is this? Where are you going? Are they fighting? Who are they shooting? Okay, they're shooting my trade ships. They're not killing the... I was worried that they would kill the transport cabal before I managed to get my phase gates from them. Yeah, I would really love to just right-click this and have it auto buy it on cooldown. That sort of thing would be awesome. And I would like a similar thing to be able to auto right-click this to automatically buy like randomly targeted pirate raids. Just like small little things like that would be nice. Novolith cannon detected. Right, they're still firing over there. They're not firing at me. That's fine. I'm going to go for a labor negotiation so I can rebuild my fleets faster. Catastrophe recovery will allow my planets to regenerate faster. And what else do I need? Ain't nothing really I need in here. And so the real thing that I need is to go for insurgency. So this is going to be a tech planet. The decision has been made. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a civic university alongside a regional government office, and then enough tech to get me to tier 5 tech. Ooh, did you just reach level 10? Oh, magnetic singularity. I think it would be nice if when you had your ship selected and you're like hovering over this and you press Alt, it would kind of show you like what's his base health, and like maybe if I held Alt and Control, it would show how those numbers were calculated. Just like nice little things like that would allow me to understand and get how the game has changed over time. So here's our Ragnarov Titan. Now this ship, it's actually very, very important for us to refit it. So I'm going to come in here, I'm going to destroy one of my hangar defenses, and I'm going to build a retrofit bay. And then I need to actually put it to the top of the construction queue to get it built ASAP. Because the Ragnarov Titan that I have just built, this guy needs a lot of items to actually be useful. So he has piercing shot, which is a single target big damage strike. Then it's got explosive shot, which deals big AoE damage. Then we've got warpath, which gives you plus 1% damage for every enemy that you've killed in the last 15 seconds. Or every time you kill an enemy, you get a 1% damage increase for 15 seconds. You get better stuff for bigger targets. And the Ragnarov has a lot of really unique upgrades. So if we take a look at utility, some of these things are going to be familiar. You've got the War Reporter for influence. You've got the Ragnarov hangar. I do think that the War Reporter should also give you a 5% influence recharge rate, or just a small amount, because max influence is really nice, but the really nice thing is influence recharge rate. So having max influence is awesome, but a way to get a little bit more influence recharge rate would be nice. Maybe as an upgrade to it, you just have like an upgrade chain, maybe shift things around a little bit. I know this is all like really carefully designed UI, but I'm just throwing that out there as a suggestion. Then you've got the Ragnarov hangar, which would give it 8 squadron strike craft. So it's like it becomes 4 really hard to kill cruisers. And then volatile accelerants just makes your fleet faster. Antimatter engines gives you more maximum antimatter, and every 4 minutes you can restore 200 antimatter. So those are the kind of like utility ones. The defense ones are kind of what you would expect, right? You've got 2 levels of extra armor plating, which allow you to just give this thing a lot of health. The combat repair system allows it to regenerate hull during battle. So the hull regeneration here that you pick up from these 2 things, I think it has a base hull regeneration, although we can't see it right now, will get applied on top of these. So it gets a lot of effective hit points from being able to regenerate health in battle. Reactive armor gives you plus 20 armor, meaning its armor goes a lot further. And then the backup shield generator increases the size of its shield, and also on a cooldown will burst restore the shield. Very, very good. And then on the offensive upgrade side of things, the Ragnarov missile launchers are pretty important for getting big damage downfield, but the really important thing is to get the Ragnarov railgun accelerator. It starts out with 20 Gauss cannons. So if I'm able to get heavy Gauss slugs, I basically double the DPS of this ship. I don't know if Gauss cannons count as physical, but if I get a rapid autoloader with a 40% physical reload speed, but a passive 10%, like I will be able to shred things with this. And that's kind of the plan. But in order to actually fill this ship's abilities out really quickly, we need to get that retrofit bay. All right, Civic University's online, and it requires a lot of strategic resources, or a lot of exotic resources, to actually get civilian tier 5 technology. But we're going to begin the process of researching it now, because we really want both pervasive economy, which gives us 20% of the money that all other players make, and We really, really want insurgency, which means anybody who has our culture will suffer periodic liberation attacks trying to, fight back. And then if we get critical mass, we can start to spread our culture pretty fast. And with navigational sub-channels, we'll be able to move really quickly inside our culture. So really our civilian late game is all around this policy side of the tech tree. The industry side kind of caps out around tier 3, really. And then policy starts to become a little bit more important. So with the Titan, I actually think explosive shot's a little bit more important. It's important to be able to clear out masses of enemy ships. This combined, because it does 750 damage in a pretty big radius, combined with the Marza Dreadnought missile barrage, you can wipe away small cap enemy fleets very, very quickly. Ooh, I think I will bid 7 on that Endurium. It means I don't have to print it. And a lot of the defensive upgrades take Endurium, especially the ones that I want on the Ragnarov Titan. Now, it's a very slow ship, but it is exceptionally good. Okay, we won the Endurium, which saves us a lot of having to build it. Although for some reason we're building it anyway. Whatever. I'm going to grab extra armor plating and then extra armor plating 2. That's going to give this thing a lot of health. I'm going to grab backup shield generators, and I want the rapid autoloader, and then I want the Gauss slugs. Okay, we got a big fleet here. We're going to go defend. What are we up against? It looks like a lot of light stuff. There's a few heavy things coming in now, but it looks primarily to be a sort of Corvette heavy fleet. But I think we'll be able to hold it thanks to this. They won't be able to bombard the planet, and there's a ton of strike craft in the air. We will lose strike craft slowly over time, but they're going to do pretty efficient amounts of damage, especially if I could like decide to get my bombers to coordinate, like, oh, take out a carrier or something, like take out this torpedo cruiser, bombers, go for it, and they will combine their efforts, and you can see now he's getting bombed to shit. So focus fire is very, very important in this game. As you can see, poor torpedo cruisers about to have a really bad day. This did distract me, but I want to prevent the jump from happening because I would much rather go on the offensive here. Ooh, especially if there's an enemy ship jumping. I need the Gist gun scout vision again, and maybe I can kind of see what's coming in here. I definitely want to try to compete for this asteroid, because if I can get that asteroid, it's big. Our Argonev is finished, making this planet a lot harder to take. Okay, so what do I want to build on this guy? The missile launchers are nice, but not necessary as far as I'm concerned. It is a lot of DPS, like 4 times 80, that's 240 DPS from missiles alone. But would I rather have like reactive armor? Would I rather have a Ragnarov hangar? I think I'm going to skip the Ragnarov missile launchers, and instead I'm going to put a looting crew on this guy. Okay, there's a big battle unfolding here. It's a 3-way battle. Let's make it a 4-way. We are in move in formation. Let's go. I need rapid autoloader Mark II. This is going to increase the bonus of the physical weapon reload, and then I need to get heavy Gauss slugs. This will give my Gauss weapons 15% more range. They already have a 10% reload, but then I want the heavy Gauss slugs to do 100% more damage. So we've a few things that we're still researching and working on. Our fleet's about to jump into the battle here. I'll prioritize the logistics upgrade so we can get the civic research stations going in here. Wow, the pirates have been eliminated. I did not realize that was going on. Our fleet has arrived at a phase jump inhibitor and is now trapped. That's okay. So we're up against a level 4 Ragnarov Titan. I'm going to get my Titan plus my anti-large ships on their Titan, because they don't have much in the way of upgrades, as far as I can tell. So if I get my Gauss frigates plus my Titan on this, sure enough, it's durability 700, which is 150 durability over. The sheer amount of firepower we'll be able to lay down on this bad boy should maybe not break him, but it'll do serious work. Make sure we do the big piercing shot. There we go. His health is going down. A Khan battlecruiser leveled up. I don't think we can actually pin him like we want to, but we can make this Titan go away, and every point of damage we do to him is damage he has to recover, which is big. Okay, perfect. Now I am under invasion. Are they actually invading? They are. I need to get back over there. I'm really mad that the pirates were defeated, because I was just about to grab a loot thing. You need to be focused on the Ogrev torpedo cruisers. Those are the things that are going to kill the starbase. So I'm going to queue up a series of attacks on the Ogrev torpedo cruisers to get rid of them. That's the thing that's going to murk us. This planet will take a while to destroy, and the Argonev starbase will take quite a while too. Oh, they're looking to jump through. Interesting choice. Nice, there's the better rapid autoloader. I definitely should get the rapid autoloader on the coal battleship, actually, so I'll queue that up. It'll take a while. Interesting that they're choosing to run past me here. Are they going for my capital or something? Or do they see something I don't? Yeah, this is weird. They're just like, they're jumping around. Novolith cannon fired where? To where? Okay, he's firing it that way. I don't care about that. Yeah, I need to get to this starbase over here as fast as possible. Yeah, they're sieging it down. That's okay. Oh, they're jumping again. That's just annoying. That they came in here to be annoying and then left. The Argonev planetary shield and the additional shield generators. Ooh, however, we can catch a significant portion of their fleet on the way out. And that, my friends, is a big deal. So on this asteroid, I'm going to go double broadcast center plus a military research base just for the phase spotting. And I will get a media conglomerate in here. And the reason we're going to that is because we want to spread our culture for when we get insurgency. And we are going to put insurgency to the top of the queue alongside the Quarnium for insurgency, because it is time to spread our culture for the insurgency. So where are they jumping? I'm jumping there. All right, they're jumping away. The galaxy reorganized itself. They're leaving. Let's re-get that vision. 6 minutes ago they were over there. I'll take Warpath now that you've leveled up. We definitely want heavy Gauss slugs on you. And the combat repair system. Yeah, jumping around a lot is unfortunately part of the gameplay of Sins of a Solar Empire 2. Well, you got to keep your stuff safe, you know what I mean? All right, I've got this. This is fully built. As good as the defense is going to get over there. A Novolith cannon has been detected shooting this. Okay, fair. I think no matter what happens, I think I'm just going to go deep and pray that my star bases will protect my empire. Oh, Thrasimede! Okay, we have the planetary shield array. Thrasimede is getting is getting Novolith warheaded. Dude, okay. This thing does an outrageous amount of damage. I think it's like 5,000 damage to a planet. And it will also disable ships in the system when it lands. It is crazy damage. It's basically a phase cannon shell. Boom. Thankfully, we had the shield. Now, it does still get disabled by the Novolith cannon. So the Novolith cannon is extremely good in circumstances where you can fire it off. Okay, I don't think this is a big enough fleet to really threaten this base. They would need a larger fleet. They would need this fleet to come. And they are on their way, but I'm not worried about that yet. Okay, we absolutely need to kill that starbase before they can fully rebuild it. Yeah, it looks like they're retreating. They've realized there's no point being here. It's not useful. It's not cute. It's 90% completed, but it's about to be 100% dead. So ipso facto, I don't give a damn. Make sure we blow up this planet. I'll use my Titan to collect up some of this loot. Current status of the Empire is we're not under attack by anybody. This big chaotic fleet over here just doing crazy stuff. Alright, enemy colony is done for. Khan battlecruiser, go ahead and take that colonized planet logistics upgrade, which means I can now get rid of my Protev colony frigate, which was the first ship I built this game. Get scuttled, bro. Free up that one fleet supply. We are going to build ourselves the Center for Human Doctrine, the Media Conglomerate, double broadcast center, logistics defenses, get the hangar defenses going, plus the Argonev star bases. Let's jump back here. How much fleet supply is this that's jumping? I wish if I like box selected this, it would say like, oh, this is this much fleet supply. Oh, it does. It's 200 fleet supply. But there's another whole bunch jumping over here. I'm going to use my Titan to collect up these derelicts real quick because I need the experience on him. And it's the best way to get experience on him short term. We're scrambling our fighters to take these guys on. Thankfully, we have a ton of point defense, so these missiles will get intercepted. Not all of them, but a significant number of them. So my enemies are really going to struggle to break these star bases because I've built them up to be hard to break. Novolith cannon fired. Where? Okay, over here. I don't care about that. You grab this. Where's the main thrust of my fleet? Okay, we lost a hangar defense in here. Quickly rebuild it. Looks like they're on the retreat. And over here, we're getting free kills. It's all about efficiency. We're killing them more than they're killing us, which means things are going in our favor. God, how are there so many Novolith cannons firing? How do you have a Novolith cannon? Should only be Primacy. God, he's just bombing me now. God damn it. That's what's happening. Yeah, my big old pirate fleets are coming in now. Let's get another retrofit bay. You know what I should build here? I've realized it at last. I should build a phase jump inhibitor. Screw these losers jumping in and out of my system constantly. I'm tired of it. Alright, great job. You picked up your derelict loot. And I think the level 3 explosive shot becomes extremely efficient at sweeping away enemy fleets. But this juicy packet of planets over here is in my sights at long last. I'm going to grab myself a level 4 with these guys and an unassailable fortress to attach here. That'll let me build up a few more hangar bays, making that planet even harder to break. So much money. But the hard thing is applying it to our enemies. Right, phase jump inhibitors are unlocked. I need to go through and grab anything that I have kind of left by the wayside real quick. Bloop, 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 bloop. I just have a big old research queue going to make sure that we don't leave any research on the table so we can reach our ultimate late game. Because really, at this point, we have such a strong economy that it's all about the tactical moves on the galactic map that we make. This Argonav starbase is going to want a planetary shield array alongside defenses and then hangar bays to be able to launch fighters to scramble and protect it. There's that warhead going. Whew. Ikeda, did I did. Okay, I have a planetary shield on you. That's perfect. Yeah, when you're up against a Novolith cannon, things start getting squirrely. Now, I can also build that, but I'm kind of focusing on other things right now. Awesome. We established our culture over here, and that means insurgency will start kicking in. But we're about to hit the true TEC primacy late game. So with the TEC enclave, we had like garrison fleets. You know, the garrison fleets floating around the galaxy that you saw in the last video. In this video, the TEC primacy's late game is hordes of rebel fleets across the galaxy inside their culture. So that's why I've been focusing on spreading my culture. Asteroids are a little bit easier to break than other planets, so I'm going to go jump to asteroids because we get a lot of value from asteroids as this faction because of the pirate base potential. All right, what civilian tech do we have left? We have pervasive economy we need to grab. That's very, very valuable. As is critical mass to spread our culture, and navigation sub-channels for faster ships in our culture. So the Ragnarov Titan is extremely good at killing star bases, so just right click on it with it and it will do it for you. Its weapons are basically built for it. Like, look at that damage from the Ragnarok. Blah 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 blah. Batteries of Gauss cannons just. Starbase is coming down, which is ideal. Those big old torpedoes are also going to hit that starbase too, and that'll deal with that. And when I say big old torpedoes, I mean big old torpedoes. Relative to other things, torpedoes do a lot of damage. They are very slow and vulnerable to PD. They're quite hard to kill with PD even so. Alright, let's go get you leveled up. My Akan battlecruiser hit max level, so we do have armistice. We have a lot of tools in our arsenal now to win battles. Alright, enemy colony wiped out. We have this asteroid now. Let's go logistics. Double broadcast center. Pirate mercenary base. Media conglomerate. Defense, then a little bit of economy. Let's get our hangar base plus a star base. Build a single military research station for the phase scanning. My Ragnarov leveled up again. Let's grab explosive shot. It's extremely valuable. I know it might sound mad that I'm using my asteroids for culture, but look over here. See this? This is a liberation raid. These are free ships that my enemies are going to have to contend with. So by pumping culture across the galaxy, we get these liberation insurgencies that target our enemies, distracting them. Look, there's an insurgency over here now, being a nightmare, being a pain in the ass. Also, my starbase is still here. What the heck? Wait, this is just my starbase being annoying. Oh shit, make yourself better defended, bro. Amazing that this thing has been sitting here just eating up the entire system, being extremely annoying. I think the AI just maybe hasn't realized it's there. It's like there's like a blind spot of the AI's programming. That's amazing. Oh. Terra, the Iron Consortium's capital world. Now, the Iron Consortium is the TEC primacy, which will take away one of the people firing the feckin' Novolith cannons if we can take their capital. Alright, so this insurgency is almost down. And the insurgents will, like, clean up a planet. Like, it will empty that planet. We've got an insurgency here, just dropping in. And, like, here's the thing. They probably won't win. But man, is it annoying to have insurgencies happening all over the map. And this is the true cultural late game of this civilization, of this faction. Let's grab pervasive economy. That's going to give us a fraction of everyone else's income. Now, I don't know how often those insurgencies happen, but I think it's pretty reasonably often. And like, I can actually command this fleet, by the way. And it's unlikely that we'll kill this Orculus starbase. But these are free ships that I didn't have to pay for. That is like ruining my enemy's day. Alright, Argonav wreckage is done. We need to capture this planet. Let's get our very first phase gate in our capital. Now, we can jump between this phase gate And the expeditionary, is the transport cabal or the expeditionary force? Yeah, the transport cabal. We can jump between that and the transport cabal, which is pretty darn nice. Oh wow, even more insurgency ships have landed here. So I think the trick here is to destroy the defenses, in particular the phase jump inhibitors and all the cheap stuff. This way we can actually get annoying economic damage in on them. Alright, we own Resia. Right, they're jumping in, but not with enough stuff to matter. Let's go get their capital. And then on this asteroid, I'm going to build some defenses, some economy too. I'm trying to remember, yeah, we need the Center for Human Doctrine in here as fast as possible. Max out this asteroid, get ourselves an Argonav starbase, and I'm going to build a refinery here alongside a pirate base. I need a couple of economic asteroids as we get into the late game here. Our fleet's under attack, but it should be a very straightforward battle here. This is a well built up Argonav, but they are not ready for their capital to get invaded. Okay, so we need to fire explosive shots here and channel missiles over it. And then I need to get my torpedo cruisers to target... someone actually leveled up there. Hey, coal battleship. Yeah, we're channeling the big missile volley on this group of turrets over here. A Novolith cannon, where are you shooting at? Hey! Don't be shooting Ikeda. Okay? It's like shooting IKEA. Alright, big missile volley striking here. 'Tis beautiful. the massive military tech queue that I queued up is still ongoing. Arrhenius. Was that this asteroid here? Wait, where's Arrhenius? Oh. Did I not build you up? I did, okay, it's just taking time. My refineries are working overtime to try and produce the strategics that I need. There's a Novolith cannon. Yeah, your shields are down, you'll be fine. Alright, we've taken out a lot of the enemy's defenses. Let's get the Argonav starbase. I like my trade ships are now using the phase jump to jump to the center of the galaxy. Love it. There's still a massive insurgency going on this planet, which is great. And you can think of the insurgency as like free supply that you can use when you attack people. It's very, very useful. The Argonav is down, and just for disrespect, I'm gonna Novolith cannon this planet. Get destroyed. Oh, beautiful. Your planet is mine. So this is their capital world. If it goes, they're going to be having a bad day. I think it pretty much is game over for them. Okay, yeah, they're trying to counterattack over here. Well, red is, bafflingly. Oh, yes, and we have insurgencies over here as well. Yes. My hope is that more insurgencies will start to happen. Whose culture is established here? Can't tell. What's culture here? My culture. Can't tell. But yeah, we're getting so much money from pillaging. And like, fair enough. These insurgencies aren't going to win the game for us. But my goodness, are they going to make my life easier with the sheer amount of crap they shoot at our enemies. Okay, let's jump back to defend this asteroid. This belongs to us, which I believe means the Ark Consortium is now dead. That player is out of the game. And so this Gelria belongs to me now. And I think, again, the most important thing for my late game is to get that culture spread. And if I have a massive culture planet, like this Terran planet here, with up to 7, potentially more broadcast centers, that'd be disgusting. The other option here that we could go for is to get military tech level 5. Now, military tech level 5 does have some interesting things, like the Ragnarok Accelerator, being able to deploy Argonevs, increasing the range of our Novolith cannons, getting even more damage on our autocannons and on our missile weapons, better armor, better shields. I think I'm personally more interested in the power of the insurgency. So I'm going to go for the media conglomerate. I also want to get the commerce level up here, get the culture up. There is something to be said for going for trade ports, but I think if I get... I mean, this broadcast center will be diluted, but it is so much potential culture. So what's the status? We have an insurgency going on in Lyubov. I want to secure these 2 other planets, and I don't think these guys are going to be able to survive this Argonav starbase. Oh god, actually they might be able to. Let's grab ourselves another phase gate. This one I'm going to put into Gelria, so that I connect to the 2 homeworlds, right? I can jump between Hakone and Gelria, which shortens the distance between a lot of my empire. Right, Volcanic World should go down. They do have the Argonav planetary shield. That shouldn't be a problem though. I'm wondering, if I Novolith cannon the planet, does that give the... yeah. Their weapons are disabled, so they literally can't fire back. This is an incredibly powerful ability. Alright, the Argonav starbase is coming down. We have reached the true TEC Primacy late game. Amazingly. We've also got more insurgencies happening all the way over here now. Oh, little insurgencies. Oh, what are you gonna do? What are you going to do when I get free ships teleporting inside your backlines that there's nothing you can do about? We just wiped out a colony using the insurgency. By the way, for people who didn't think it was good, the insurgency just took out a planet without me needing to do a thing. Talk about value. God, I love seeing that pillaged war chest and looting crew just stacking up those credits as we fight our way across the galaxy. Right, let's take out this planet. It's got automated factory, so it would be a really good factory world, but I don't need one because I haven't been losing any of my fleet. I haven't had any trouble replacing them. Oh yes, insurgency. More insurgency. Do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Insurgents, insurgents. I do wish it was a little easier to see where my culture was established. So it looks like these guys are able to hold back my culture quite well. Okay, Argonav, boop, boop, boop. Make sure the planetary shield generator goes online first to prevent any blow-up planet shenanigans. We have this lava world. Let's grab this primordial planet. So Etorian, if I go for the geothermal smelter, plus the industrial complex, we would be able to create an incredible number of fleets incredibly quickly. So I'm also going to get the regional government office in here eventually. But I'm going to get a second Titan foundry just to be safe. No, you know what? I changed my mind. We don't need more than one Titan foundry. But 5 light factories and 4 heavy factory means we should be able to completely resupply our fleet incredibly easily. We'll naturally build the Argonav plus the hangar defenses, and then this bad boy will be a refining world when we get a chance to build it. Let the insurgency rain down upon them. Yeah, I can't quite tell if my culture is established here or not. If I zoom in, it looks like it's not based on the circles. Culture is established here. Not here, not here. But that's okay. That's part of the game. But now we're going to use our access to the phase lanes in the Jiskun Expeditionary Force to sort of start to fight for control of the center of the galaxy. These 4 planets really are what we're going to use these phase lanes to get control of. Oh, I never researched primordial stuff. Let me go ahead and put that at the top of the queue. Get that done. It'll take 18 seconds only. The game does play quite slowly when there's this much going on, but it's still super, super fun. Remember, I'm playing against the hardest AI, right? Which is making the game extra hard. If you're playing against a slightly easier one, you might have more fun. The game might be over a little bit quicker. Okay, Nocturna. I'm going to grab that planet. We have reached our Doomstack level, though, which is exciting. Nocturna now belongs to me. And this is 100% a refinery world. So I'm going to build a chemical plant, upgrade its logistics, just basically upgrade the full planet to the maximum possible. Take a long time to develop. But 1, 2, 3, 4 exotic refineries plus a civic research station will allow me to completely obliterate any strategic or exotic resources requirements. And it looks like we just got a beautiful little insurgency in the asteroid that we were planning on conquering next, Halias here. And now if you thought culture was strong when it's at the edge of the galaxy, culture that emanates from the center of the galaxy is even more powerful. Gas giants can be like insane propaganda machines. I will press Control Tab and tell my fleet to move in formation while they make their way to Halias. We do need to go back to our phase jumper and then jump over to it. And then speaking of which, I just need to build as many of these scout corvettes as I can. Send them off into the galaxy from a variety of places. But yeah, waves of scout corvettes are on their way now. Our influence point generation is at an absurd level now. Let's go ahead and do a remote tachyon boost in this gravity well so that our ships go nice and fast. And I should also get on my Akan battlecruiser. Where are you, Akan? Akan battlecruiser, you should get volatile accelerant so that you can speed up the fleet. And then also get targeting array to give the entire fleet extra range. It'll take a little while for you to build that, but that is useful. Now I'm going to send a phase raid to Adachi over here. So hopefully the combined forces of the insurgency plus the Vitarak transport cabal might be able to overcome this Orcula starbase. I think it would be kind of cool if they actually made a pirate major faction who, like, you know the way that these guys built trade ports? If instead of like trade ports, you built like pirate bases, they had like civilian orbit slot cost 5, and what they would do is muster like small pirate raids and then like generate revenue from like fighting. I think there's a lot of really cool design space that you could do in Sins of a Solar Empire 2, and I really hope that the developers both get the resources and the inspiration to make some really, really awesome stuff. I'm going to talk to the Jiskun Expeditionary Force, and I'm going to pop their scout vision so that we can have a better understanding of the galaxy. Ooh, plundered booty from the pirates. The combined raid has managed to break the shields of the starbase, although the shield burst is about to restore another 2,000 health. That's why shield burst is really, really valuable, particularly on ships with really high shield values. But yeah, we're landing in the phase gate now with the Vitarak transport cabal. This is what I'm talking about. It's as if this spot and this spot are adjacent with regards to phase speeds. Now you do spend a lot of time like in the phase lane. Oh, they're coming for me. They're coming to Thrasimede. Now Thrasimede isn't a particularly important planet. It's a culture whistling around the world, being annoying. My dominant culture is being infuriating. And Lautaro, we have cleared out Lautaro. They have been unable to claim this. They're coming for Ikeda as well. Good luck, bud. So I'm going to take my fleet. I'm going to try to yoink that pirate base as well. It's kind of an interesting one. Now I'm being attacked over here. But again, these are heavily fortified worlds that don't need to be protected. All right, let's have a look at what techs we could grab here. I do think Industrial Juggernaut's worth grabbing. Development Mandate giving me extra civilian orbit slots around desert, oceanic, and Terran worlds. And also improvements to gas planets. I will queue that up. And then for the fun of it, I will get Ferris colonization stuff. But aside from that, I think we have almost everything. My ships are dumb. They should know that there's a phase jump inhibitor there. Have I researched the thing that lets my fail-safe jump plotting? Let's prioritize that. 2 minutes until we have it. Wait, how are the pirates defeated if they're still here? Oh, I guess... Oh, they Novolith cannoned the pirate base. Oh, that's amazing. Does that mean I can colonize this and these pirate ships will just defend it forever? That's amazing. Also, I love how it's like a little skull. It's always been like that. It's such a cool and beautiful little starbase. Little touches like that really make me enjoy this game. Yes. The armor is down here. Unfortunately, this thing just isn't tanky enough, despite the fact that it has all of the defense upgrades. But these are not proof against invasion. They delay invasion. I've got an Argonav around Etorian, and this is a ship construction facility, so I definitely want construction base. So it is to purchase crystal, I hold down Alt, Shift, Control, and then left click like a few times to get it. Make sure we get the defenses up here. Control tab. Jump, just jump. Jump. Yeah, they're in the center of my stuff here. But my fleet is moving too slowly. So I need to attack behind them. I need to counterattack. Now, who is this that's hitting me? This is the Corsul Armada. Where is your capital? No, we won't go for your capital. We'll go for your backworlds here. Argonav has been blown up, which means this asteroid is now vulnerable. But remember, it took them a while to break through that. Akan battlecruiser, go quickly colonize the pirate base. Boop. That is now our base. Oh my god, it has maxed out defenses. That's crazy. Ooh, I can put an unassailable fortress in here. Now that's interesting. Ooh, and I can put a command bunker. Can I put command bunkers on asteroids? I don't think I can. I don't remember. But this is a very unique base. It's got extra commerce income. But the unassailable fortress combined with the command bunker would make this a very difficult planet to kill. 1, 2, 3, do. I definitely want to put a Novolith cannon in here. But for now we're busy, as are our enemies dealing with our insurgency forces. Okay, I need to do another Jisgun phase raid. Can't see anything to raid. I need your vision before I can raid, sir. I wish you didn't have to have vision of planets to send raids. It feels like I think you do, and I don't know if that's very fun. I do think that the pirate base shouldn't be Novolithable. I think they should have like some sort of defense, because I think that's what happened here, because like all this is still alive. I think the game would be more interesting and fun if that was not a thing. All right, we killed the ice planet over here that they had just gotten control of. The asteroid here has been flattened, which means it's now mine. So we're going to start building it up. Let's do the classic Center for Human Doctrine plus the media conglomerate. We just want a massive muscle of culture emanating out of the center of the universe. We definitely want to capture this. How long until this will be off cooldown? 35 seconds. That's great. Ah, what is this? Metal market monopolization. I don't think that's particularly interesting right now because I'm not actually able to spend my money fast enough. Shields down. Whose shields are down? Yeah, okay. They're trying to kill you. That's okay. We're trading asteroids off. But I think we're coming off better because we're getting that Ferris occupation, which is crazy. Let's make sure we put that to the front of the queue because we need that ASAP. All right, this asteroid over here was managed to be killed by our insurgencies. I'm going to queue up 10 Kalanide because this is the one that I need the most of for this culture-based insurgency gameplay that I'm going for here. Make sure that we get the Argonav Starbase plus the Novolith cannon in here, a phase jump inhibitor, and then a smattering of random defenses. And we also want a command bunker to make this even harder to break. And then I don't know what the hell else I want to build in here. Probably a trade port. Trade port, military research station, and a broadcast center. Yeah, that's fine. All right, we have Karuna. Planet's under siege. They're taking that asteroid. That's okay. We will recapture these things. But this Ferris planet is now online. We're going to fully colonize it. Make sure we survey it too. I do need to double check that we've surveyed all of our planets. We have. Everything's fully upgraded. The real resource now for my empire is time. But I also have a 1600 supply fleet protecting Serpiri. The Argonav absolutely needs to get this. I'm not expecting any Novolith cannons to be coming my way anymore since I killed the other Primacy player, but even so. We definitely want to get control of this gas giant. This will be a huge culture push being able to come from here. I think I broke their minds. They've stopped bombing the planet. I broke them. My insurgency broke them. Beautiful. Oh, sick. Colonize this planet. Alright, Novalis is mine. Let's jump to Galatea. This could be an amazing trade planet. I definitely need to build this up really quickly to be... I need military tier 5. So let me grab a secret weapons lab plus a orbital mining control. And then I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to get to military tier 5. We'll queue that up. And then we'll grab all the mining stuff here. Why not? You know what? That mining stuff isn't as good as I thought. Instead, let's do trading plus 2 broadcast centers. That way we can trade the beans off the universe. I'll get a gas harvester, I'll get a gas crystallizer, a munitions plant, Center for Human Doctrine, Argonav Starbase, boop, and then phase jump inhibitor, boop, 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 like so. Well defended in the Argonav. We want to make sure that we get the Argonav planetary shield. So this thing's on its way to being useful. My Ferris planet I never did anything with. We need an Argonav. What could we do with this planet? It could be a manufacturing world. I don't need manufacturing worlds. I need culture worlds. I need worlds spreading my culture so that the insurgency hits everywhere. So I think it's just going to be media conglomerate plus regional government office. I'll just get the ferric mining rig for the extra metal income. Why not? Go triple trade port into at least 1 military research station for the phase lane detection. As many broadcast centers as we can fit in here for the culture. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then as many hangars as we can get. Perfect. And then we make sure that you are going to build all of your defensive things. We're spending a lot of money building up our infrastructure to defend our planets, but I think it's kind of what you need to do. Ooh, they're coming for the asteroid. It's time for the showdown, boys. Oh, they're coming for me. Hell yeah. Fight me around this Ferris world, you fools. Let the battle begin. Fire off a big fat explosive shot in the center of the enemy fleet. Please. I want to see this explosive shot hit, dude. Do it. Oh, big shots. Kashloof. Now, where's my Mars Dreadnought? You, sir, you need to channel on this bad boy. Oh, we've got him on the run. I love it. They capture this, and then immediately my my insurgency recaptured it. I'll spend 10 on that Endurium. And I'm going to send a phase space raid to Adachi as well. And then a protection fleet to Haleus, who will help us out a little bit. Alright, so this protection fleet will do a good bit of work slowing down the enemy fleet from destroying this. They did not blow up the Orculus. Here we go. Big damage. Where's my Marza? You fire that explosive shot in there like you mean it. Chase him down. Don't let him leave. Novolith warhead detected. Isn't that player dead? Oh god. They're still shooting. So Ikeda has been claimed. Do I have a factory nearby? You. Get me a Protev colony frigate that I can send there to go capture that. Oh, this poor Jarasul evacuator. You're about to get stunned by my Marza. Oh, blop. Get wrecked. Let's go for their homeworld. Let's take out their power base. It has been long enough coming. So Halesius I don't care about. I want to take out their infrastructure around their asteroid. I had a Protev colony frigate that I was going to send to this asteroid because I've cleared it out, and it's in my culture too, so it's incredibly difficult to take it from me. But yeah, our culture is pumping across the universe, making life really difficult for everyone. Blast this Novolith cannon to planet. So now that planet is instantly dead. Meanwhile, they're pointlessly jumping to God knows where. Make sure you colonize it. I mean, like, it's interesting if you want to siege this, but I literally haven't done anything with it, and it forms nothing even resembling a shred of importance of my empire. We have that asteroid colonized. First thing you do, double defense, just put a bunch of hangars around it to buy time. Then we're going to take Adachi. Our Giga fleet is on the move, boys. God, I love these insurgent ships over here just prapping my enemies. We are about to get to tier 5 military technology, which is amazing, considering how long we've been waiting for it. I'm going to research the railgun accelerator so that I can get the Ragnarov railgun. I would also like refined propellants 1 and high order explosives, which will give me a total of an extra 20% damage on my weapons. Cyclotauride payloads will also increase my missile weapon damage. I want Repellon premium armor for another 25 armor strength. Enhanced shield cohesion will make my shields better, the shield items better, which I definitely want. And superior shield emitters will just straight up make my shields better. Alright, so we've cleared out this asteroid. Enemy is jumping over here. I think we're still in the middle of constructing some hangars that will do some light defense and harassment. Adachi belongs to me. We have taken back Aikida. But boom, let's go ahead and start rebuilding up Aikida. I'm going to set Aikida up as a trade post. So trade port, boop, and then one of each factory type so that it builds escorts. I'm trying to think what else would be really good for it in here. A fulfillment warehouse would give me an extra trade point. Then a pirate mercenary base. Make sure we build the basic defenses. Oh, I think there's a big old battle unfolding here. We need to channel the missile thing here, and then we need to explosive shot these nerds too, so we can break their shields, and then the missile spam will take out their ships. Oh, big missile spam. Isn't it beautiful? What? And this is like a heroic ability. Super, super cool. What else we got here in terms of abilities? Yeah, we've got the faster firing ability. Like, look at the DPS of this Ragnarok. 144 DPS times 8 and 121 DPS times 12. That's like ridiculous. Enemy fleets crumpling. And we've got insurgencies happening all over the galaxy. To reinforce this fleet, I think we'll go for Harka heavy cruisers. They're quite tanky. I will build a bit on the Kalinide. I'll send a phase base right to Lycomede to keep that guy distracted. And then we're going to jump in to help this ferric planet's invasion. I own this asteroid now. So I'm going to set it up as a trading roid, like I'm doing on a lot of my other ones. So it'll be trade post plus these two, and a fulfillment warehouse plus a pirate mercenary base. So it's ostensibly a trading post, but it really just builds trade escorts for me. We do need to build defenses in here, however. So let me pop in there. And we will grab ourselves 5 hangar bays plus an Argonav star base, and we'll make sure that we fully build this star base with defenses. Control Alt Shift, and I can buy some more crystal. I would like trade facilities in here, plus construction bays, plus docking booms. This is more of a fleet resupply spot now, Adachi is. Oh, lovely. We wiped out this colony with insurgency. That's gonna be so annoying. Oh, dude, crashing together like late game fleets is just so fun. I don't know if a phase space raid can make it here, but I will take your exploratory vessels knowledge. Do we have any more researches we need to make? No, I think we fully hit the late game. I'm just going to queue up whatever economic crap is left to make sure it all gets grabbed. And we should see these planets break pretty quick. So Thrasimede is a new planet that I haven't fully built up yet. Mostly because I think I was focused on other stuff at the time. I'm going to make this a trading base as well. It exists just to make my capacity for fleets overwhelming. So build all the trading base things. Perfect. So now I can build fleets out of Thrasimede. And it also sends trade ships around the galaxy for me. I'm finally actually getting a trade income. Super late into the game. Real voice, by the way. My voice broke there. Cracked. My voice cracks just like I'm cracked at this game. I've got 19 planets, and I need 27 to win. So I think I've got victory in my grasp here. All right, blap that thing. Take its health away. AoE attack it too. My culture is smashing the universe apart. It's a beautiful thing, honestly, to just have insurgencies across the... Like, I've got an insurgency here. I've got an insurgency here. There's an insurgency going on over here. This is still that starbase that I built way like 3 hours ago at this point. We're 420 in. 420, smoke space weed every day. All right, we're going to take out this Ferris planet. Dude, the insurgency is so hard to deal with. Once you hit if you can hit the late game insurgency as the TEC Primacy, oh my god, dude. That is super sick. Okay, so we found some automated factories in Karuna. I really, really like some of the gameplay mechanics here. Like, oh, you could discover like really interesting things. I think it would be cool if, I think this game would be really cool to be played in multiplayer with people talking, like a free-for-all multiplayer. I would love to set up a free-for-all multiplayer game where you have to talk to each other, you know what I mean? But we got the Alliance Consulate, the Vitra Weapons Lab, the Unassailable Fortress on Via Stras. It'll take a while to destroy. But remember, the more health a planet has, the more money we make from killing it. I think one thing the game really kind of lacks in the late game is there are ways to kind of break your military supply, but I do think there should be a building or a thing that you can build. I think I would like to see military supply abstracted away from this provisioning thing and maybe like move towards like an infrastructure you build that's like either orbital or on planet side, so that I could be like, you know what, I'm gonna push my infrastructure to have larger fleets. Or I would like to see like military command. There used to be this old like upkeep cost of your fleet. It would be nice if maybe military command, this was like how much fleet you can have without upkeep. So you could go above this in the super late game where you've got tons of money, but it's going to cost you, right? I think there's an interesting idea there. Yeah, anyway, it's just like throwing ideas around. But yeah, we definitely want to capture this planet. It will be ours. I like how you can't autocast the Novolith cannon. Okay, we've got an invasion coming over here to Itoran. We do have a strong starbase, and we also have the capacity to build ships here. And I think just spamming out cruisers is the play here. A few cruisers will help fight this off. Okay, so the Corsul Armada has been destroyed. We took their homeworld. They didn't manage to build a thing that allows them to go mobile. This ferric planet could be a great metal income, but really, we don't need that anymore, right? Instead, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on building up a super powerful economy with culture attached. So like 3 trade ports, a light factory, a heavy factory, plus we'll upgrade all the infrastructure and levels and stuff in here. We're going to go for the ferric mining rig, plus the regional government office, plus what else? It would be nice to get a couple of broadcast centers in here. So maybe I will go for the media conglomerate for that little bit more capability. Yeah, I think we'll go for double broadcast center just to reinforce. Like, I mean, sure, like by the time it reaches some of these other planets, it's not very strong, but it will just give us that little bit of extra culture projection throughout the galaxy. And then naturally we build up a set of basic defenses plus an Argonev. And then naturally we want this is kind of a trading base, so we could go for the Starbase trade facilities. Yeah, so I think Starbase trade facilities, then planetary shield, then all the defenses you can muster. Then a docking boom plus a construction bay gives this like really, really good staying power. Now we'll work our way through the enemy planets. Let's make sure we're constantly building these. Oh, we don't need cornium quite as much. I'm going to have a lot of exotics to be able to just kind of build freely without having to wait for them to be queued up. I do think a media conglomerate could be good here, although I already have so much influence. It feels pointless to have this much influence. I actually literally cannot spend it this like fast enough. But then again, it feels pointless to do anything else as well. I'll get a fulfillment warehouse and extra trade capacity is like that little tiny uptick in economic potential for me. All right, we took out this colony over here, which is beautiful, thanks to these like insurgents just doing their job. Also, I don't know if a planetary shield array should prevent 100% of the damage to a planet. I feel like it should be like, it prevents 99% of the damage to a planet. You know, that's just like a thought that I have. All right, so we've already captured this asteroid because we were able to kill it. I'm actually not entirely sure how we were able to kill this, but it is ours. So I'm going to go for the Center for Human Doctrine, the pirate base, and I'll build some basic trading. Make sure we get our beautiful Argonev starbase up in here as well, and keep the crusade across the galaxy unfolding. I'm going to put a phase gate on this ferric world to connect it up to the rest of my empire, and I'm going to trigger a phase space raid in Galatea to help me out. Plus, I'll make sure that I have this. Again, I would really wish I could just right-click this, because in a really long game... Oh my god, they never captured this asteroid? Okay, they literally could have sent like a single capital ship on its own to clear this slowly, and it would have helped their economy a lot. I mean, I'm not going to complain about free planets. Although, to be fair, they did go on like more of an aggressive play across the galaxy, but maybe they could have sent like a single colony frigate plus like a handful of colony ships. And so, again, we just keep building up our infrastructure, making these asteroids hopefully impenetrable. This one I'm going to build the... build a media conglomerate plus a pirate mercenary base. I'll go trade port, broadcast hub, plus a military research. At this point I don't need that anymore. I'll just get the civilian light factory to be able to protect the planet, protect its trade fleets. And then the actual protection comes in the form of the starbase. Let's go for the next ice planet. We're up to 22 planets. We need 5 more to win the game. And I think the insurgency has been doing its job. I think visually, the culture is represented pretty well on the map. I think it would be nice if I could tell, like, what are the actual numbers? Like, how much culture is pressing here? You know what I mean? Little things like that would be nice. Looks like this planet has, either they never colonized it, and they just went straight on the offensive, or this planet got reset after we knocked them out of the battle. All right, we have the ice planet. I'm going to send my fleet to go capture the Hamina, the lava planet over here. The ice planet I'm going to set up as a fantastic influence center. So media conglomerate with an ice processing facility, and then ideally a regional government office, but that will be after we do a bunch of upgrading to the planet. Then all of the broadcast centers that you can get, plus a military research station, then a whole array of defenses. Always trying to spend my money to just entrench my position on the map. But yeah, the reason I started setting up trade ports is because the construction of these Garda flak frigates, these things, they basically allow me to break my fleet capacity limit. This is like, sure enough, it's only 4 supply of ship, like following freighters around, but it's fleets, it's extra power on the map, right? Just like the insurgency. So that's kind of like the theory behind like the build that I'm going for. All right, let's kill this starbase. We've got our work cut out for us. Let's make the surveys go through. We never really fully built our capital as far as I remember. Or whatever this Terran planet is. Whoever's planet this is. I'll go for the commercial district plus a... We could go for more broadcast centers. I think the trick is to just get more culture going. Get that culture muscle pressing. All right, we own this lava world as well. And similarly, I'm going to set this up as a trade world. Make sure we upgrade every single possible thing. Control, Alt, Shift, left click, left click, left click, left click, left click, left click, left click to buy all the resources that we need to make it so that we're an unstoppable god. Then we build all of the basic defenses, plus 5 hangar defenses and an Argonev. We upgrade the Argonev with the blip, 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 spending money like crazy. Oh, Novolith warhead detected. Just some wildcard Novolith warheads being fired out across the galaxy. Galatea. We're taking on their Koltarask Titan with our insurgency that's just like gripping the galaxy. We've got an insurgency over here as well. So next, I think we should go grab these center of the galaxy planets because we have the phase lane to the center. So I'll spend a bit of time waiting for my fleet to get over there. I think I have ships kind of around the place. Yeah, our economy is crazy. We got pervasive economy. We're at 155 cash per second, 37 metal per second, and 22 crystal per second. And we can even go further than that. Oh wait, careful clicks here. Let me check out my star bases. I think all of my star bases are more or less fully built. There's a few that aren't, but that's okay. Yeah, look at those trade fleets hopping around the galaxy to get their resources in. Poor Erratica Titan is like, go away, stop hitting me, I'll call mom. Did you know you're in trouble when somebody soy voices your Titan? It's like over for you. So in my capital, what can I do to make my capital more powerful? Oh, I never researched heavy trade escorts. Derp, 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 derp. I could have had free Garda flak frigates and free heavy cruisers floating around my galaxy. Now I don't know, do you build it for everyone? Like, do my light ship bays here, do they build a defensive fleet for every single one of these trade ships? It's like, that's the kind of stuff that I want to know, is like, does it have to be a trade ship that came from this area? Is there a limit to how many it can build? These are the questions that plague me about the trade guardian mechanic. Like, oh, Garda flak frigate just appeared here. Why'd you build that? Like, this guy doesn't have a flak frigate. This guy doesn't have a flak frigate. So where are they coming from? You know what I mean? That's what I want to know. Who's building them? This guy's got 3. He's got 3 damn flak frigates protecting him. God damn, he's a popular guy. Like, if I build more ship construction facilities, will they spawn more? Like, he's even got another one. He's got a cruiser again covering him now. You know, I do wish that this mechanic was a little bit more, well, just a little bit more transparent, so I could understand it a bit better. But I do love the trade escort mechanic. It's like super cool. I think it's awesome anyway. Oh hey, there's a Titan here. Oh yeah. Oh, we need to kill that. So what is he good at? I don't know. Genuinely don't have an idea. Well, he's definitely not good at strikecraft, because we are shredding those. Those are disappearing. Although he does appear to have 30 strikecraft, which is an insane amount of strikecraft. You look at these things, right? They do 10 DPS each. So unless you have enough like defense, oh dude, they'll murk you, man. Actually, there's a question. I want to find a place that doesn't have a trade port on it, right? So let me look at this. Let's do some theory testing, okay? So let's kill these 2. Let's build a trade port. Before we win the game, we're 2 planets away from winning. I want to do a little bit of actual testing here. So if we build a trade port here, so I'm watching this starbase because when it completes, I want to see like what pops out of the trade port. How many freighters does a trade port make? Is it 1? Okay. I haven't seen a freighter pop out of it yet. So where do the freighters come from? Holy shit. This one guy has like all of this escortage? Nothing has happened here. What if I build triple light factories here? Are you just going to spam out Garda flak frigates for me? I'm not really sure how it works, but you know what? I am really curious about it. Something I might do is I might set up like an easy game and just see if I build a single trade port, like how many trade fleets will I have roaming around the galaxy? Do you know what I mean? But yeah, let's wrap this bad boy up. We're gonna finish off this game here real quick. Let's make sure we build up a nice, powerful port. A powerful artifact. A gravity well aura. Max antimatter. Oh, a ship artifact. That's kick-ass. Max antimatter 25% and a 50% antimatter regeneration. So that's a unique ship artifact that we found. The Exoforce Matrix. Oh, right, we need to build that Ragnarok Railgun Accelerator. I guess I'll put this on the Dunov. I think it would be cool if there was some more... I think the ship artifact stuff is really, really cool. I think it would be cool if there was, like, more common, uncommon, rare, and epic versions, like actual, like, loot tables. And you could even have, like, as an event, a sort of rogue planet that is going to come into the solar system at a high speed. And it's going to be a King of the Hill situation. Like, the person who owns the rogue planet is going to be able to extract, like, ancient artifacts. And then after a while, it's going to pass out of the system. But you got to get out of there real quick, because once it passes out of the range of the system, you lose contact with all that stuff. Like, I think there's like a lot of like, that's the thing about this game, man. There's a lot of really cool game mechanics you could have. Imagine like a rogue planet just traveling through the system. All right, sick. We got the tight railgun accelerator. So now this thing actually has a railgun, which does 200 DPS with 1,000 pierce. So now it will really, truly kill star bases. Also, it'd be cool if you could reinvest to get more phase gates as a capacity. Okay, enemy colony wiped out. Where are we going next? I think we've just about won the game. Yeah, 26 planets discovered, colonization victory. So we just need one more. Let's go on a crusade to their capital. I'll get my fleet together over here. I'm gonna go to maximum speed here because I don't think it matters what happens. But yeah, our little trade fleet's floating around out there. Pretty cool. Looks like there might be a bit of a battle around this planet. Malhotra has been a hotly contested planet this entire game. Let's make our way to Chodas, their capital. We're probably going to hit a couple of phase jump inhibitors on the way, but that's okay. Not one here, but we can basically ignore this station. Although it will take some damage as we float on our way through. PJI, so we need to... Where is it? Oh, there's no phase jump inhibitor here. There is a Titan, however. Oh, we're right on top of him. Big battle. Oh, they're warping back, but they are not doing well. I need my Mars Dreadnought to do the fattest missile barrage in Sins of a Solar Empire history. Enemy fleet deleted. The power. It's genuinely disgusting. Make sure you just take out those cap ships. Novolith cannon that base. To prevent enemy weapons from shooting. Taking out their capital, that'll be a wrap on them. And then we'll go for Red's capital too. Boom, there goes their capital. I'm not going to colonize it because I want to trigger a domination victory where you kill everyone's homeworld. So the Luopika colonists are next. Oh, there's a big old fleet over here. We should be able to take on that guy though. He's about to have a real bad day. Poor guy. Normally this would be a pretty okay fight for him, but my fleet is just crazy. I also don't need to micro at all, but I will fire off the fattest volleys. See you later, nerds. Boom. Dude, the Marza is incredible. It must have like a bajillion kills. Although I think usually ships with a lot of strike craft get a lot of kills because they'll kill strike crafts. I don't think you should measure kills. You should measure supply defeated. Like if you kill a scout frigate, that's one kill. If you get that last hit on a Titan, that's like 150 supply. Like nobody cares about killing strike craft, bro. And that's why that should be measured differently. It should be like strike craft defeated. Should be its own measurement. I don't know. That's just my hot take. Let's keep pulling in those pirate fleets. Oh yeah, our culture is through the galaxy now. So if there are any planets that are not ours, the insurgency will take care of that. Oh no, enemy strike craft, they're defeating us. We're losing ships. Who cares? Mars Dreadnought, go ahead and dump some missiles on these losers. Oh, they have a lot of strike craft actually. An enemy colony has been wiped out. Oh, here come the pirate fleets. My Mars Dreadnought has actually lost shields. Amazing. But we're bombing their planet now, making we're making so much money from this battle. It's crazy. I love looting crew. I wish it was a basic passive of the TEC Primacy, just 1% of the damage you do was gained as money. You know what I mean? It's a really neat mechanic. I think it's super cool. Wish I had it on this bad boy. But there's a capital victory. We have wiped out everybody else's capital. And that was the TEC Primacy. Now, what I want to do here is, that was on Impossible. Like, a quick look here. Fleet supply used. Yeah, everyone got the pretty high fleet supplies pretty quick. But planets owned? It was pretty even up until I managed to start breaking them. Civilian orbits, defense, logistics, commerce, mining, surveying, fleet supply, credits. Look at that. Total accumulated. For the vast majority of the game, I was behind on eco, but my ships killed was crazy. Because I was just constantly in contact with the enemy. I was constantly fighting throughout the early game. Planet bombing damage. Oh wow, these guys were Novolith cannoning people on cooldown. Credit balance. The Corsul Armada just had infinite money because they don't actually generate credits. They use it through trade. It's like they have a weird economy. But yeah, look, I was spending money like crazy throughout the game. Total accumulated credits for me, I was really, really behind for vast majority of the game. Total spent, again, behind. Loving this. This is the payouts, I believe, from the looting cruise. Look how much money I generated over the game because of that. Let's see, total income. Whew. Yeah, my income was really weak this game, as was my trade port income. Paradoxically, my trade port income peaked in the late game. My trade port income went to 0 for a long time. But I think that was because I was making metal and stuff. Oh my god, look at this metal. We struggled so hard for metal. We barely accumulated any metal this game. From allies, total income. Yeah, my income for metal was just weak. It's not like my income for crystal was any better. Like, pretty much everyone in the game started off like 10 times my economy. And that's the power of that's basically how the AI gets its boost, is they just have a really strong early game. Asteroid income. Whew. I don't know why that was so low for me. My trade port income was pretty good. What have we got? Exotics? Oh my god, I made so many exotics in the late game. But yeah, look how early they get their refining up, and look how late I get mine. It's just like, that's the hard part, is trying to get those exotics up. The market, credit spent on the market. We didn't actually spend that much. There were big chunks where I was buying, but mostly we played chill. I didn't build that many corvettes. I built a lot of Guard of Flak frigates, and that really served me well in the early game. It was really cost efficient. I went for a single Titan, never went for any more. I built a shit ton of star bases to protect my stuff. Shipwreck captured, experience gained, all this beautiful stuff. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff. Anyway, that's going to be it for me. I love you all very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!